Just kidding. It did work after all.
It's a remix
Hey,
version.
everybody. Sorry we're late. Well, guess what? I bet you're never going to guess. We had technical difficulties. I know. It's madness.
I love it.
I know. I mean, we're scrappy. It's cool. Like, for the most part, we've been pretty good. I mean, mostly.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway. Well, hey, y'all.
Oh.
Listen, before we get started and we do our whole spiel, I want to make sure that we don't forget, and what I mean by that is me, our honorable mention of a podcast that we all love, a show that we all love here on YouTube, which is also a sponsor of the Plus Size Podcast.
I'm Dave Knapp, man on the Manjaro. That's why I'm here.
Big news for semaglutide.
I'm the most elusive of all the doses. So I have a couple theories, and I'm interested to hear yours. The first, who likes my Karnak hat?
Jokes about terzepatide.
You are on the pen.
I love it. I love it. That is Dave. If you guys don't follow him, you're here on YouTube right now. If you're listening to this, because this is YouTube only lives. So if you are, like, make sure, hey, we do love Dave. Make sure you go over and follow Dave. Dave has got really good information. If anything, he covers a lot of things we don't. Like, we cross over in some things because we're on the same topic, but he covers a lot of the news and a lot of things with the studies and stuff like that. Dave is super funny. Yeah, and he's also really funny. An excellent point. Yes. Love it, love it. So make sure you guys go follow Dave. If you don't now, subscribe to his channel. It's totally worth it. We are a sponsor of his podcast, and he is a sponsor of ours. So we support each other. Yeah, true community, I'm telling you. Awesome. Well, hey, how is everybody? We didn't really talk much about it. How's it going, Kat? I hear you've had a bumpy week. Everything still hurts. Yeah. Happy Friday evenings. Thank you, Kara. You too.
I know. Yes. Happy Friday evening. I have my gun. Wow. First of all, I like my little talk show microphone.
Oh, it's cute.
Oh,
it's huge, Kat. It's ginormous. It's like 80s Oprah show.
That's what it is. That's why I'm like, yes.
Trouble is here. What's up, Tay? Tay's here. Trouble.
I got my massage
what you got there, Kat?
Because I had 2 sessions with my trainer this week, and she killed me.
I love it.
And I've been starving let me rephrase it, pull it back. Yeah. I have been really cracking hungry this week.
Well, you've been busting your butt training.
I am training for 100 miles in November and doing butt stuff and training.
Butt stuff.
You know what? I can see it.
You can?
Yeah, I can see it. Did you see the TikTok I did where they said, well, your muscle going to deteriorate when you're on terzepatide?
Yes.
What deterioration?
Oh, you know what? That should have been our segment tonight for Crime and Punishment, but I didn't have time to do it. Don't tell us. Next time. All right, next time we'll have double Crime and Punishment segment.
Yeah. Right now I'm concerned about my gun. I'm going to have to massage my back in any second.
Oh,
thank you, Kay.
Hey.
Thank you so much for your membership and contribution. We thank you so much for that. We're so glad. We've been nothing without the community here to like hang out with us and like share their stories. It is all driven by the stories, the pain, the joy of the community. So we love that so much. Hey, Kat, I meant to tell you, butt stuff. I've been doing butt stuff myself because for the first time, it took over a year. I'm starting to have a lot of flab and not a lot of muscle. So I do clinches. And it is in fact a sore booty right now because I'm doing them and I'm doing like sets of 10 and then I come back and I keep doing it like all day long.
Yes, ma'am. I think it's time for you to do
it's butt stuff. Me too, Kat. Rhea says me too.
Right. You want to make sure you got the meds. I mean, I've just been so hungry.
Yeah.
But
eat.
You know what?
Do you have a snack? You should eat now.
Oh no, I've been snacking plenty today.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Today. I found these peaches. They're about the biggest size of my head. So yeah.
Oh, looky here. Other troubles here. So you could have fun, have time to keep IT real sec. What? Oh, that's right. Because, okay, so Mr. Carlos would like to be a part of the show on Fridays. And I said, there's enough people on the show. So we have to work you in and you have to have a segment. So he was like, all right, well, he has to go decide what that is. Like if he's going to be on the show. Because I was like, it's a little bit like take your husband to work day. So like you can have a segment, but we have to make it where it makes sense. It can't just be like you're hanging out with us. It's not a tea party. So like that. Just didn't like that, baby.
Funny.
I love you. And we love to have you a part of the show, but it needs to be a purpose.
I get it. I get it.
He's fun. He's a fun dude. We like to have him. We'll have him on. It's going to be on the show, you know. Also, we decided that we were going to do couples lives on TikTok together to talk about
Oh,
that.
wow.
So we
At least you have a spouse who is not hydration break.
Also, everybody,
Etsy page.
you see this right here? If you go to our post, there is a link where you could go and order one, and a portion of the sale goes to help the plus sides. So you get a cute Stanley that looks like an MJ pin. It's nice.
Or you can be a baller and have two. You can have plus size one.
We drink a lot of water, you know?
This really,
a lot of water.
I drink way more water when I have these two at my desk.
You do? When you have doubles? Yeah. Tonight is a iced coffee night, and I don't do this. Like, I don't ever drink sugar drinks anymore. I'm just not into it. But like today, I've had this for about an hour now. I've had 2 sips. But I need it for like the bump because it's been bumpy. It's been bumpy. Anyway. Okay. So we should get started now that we've ran on meth. You need a Wegovy. I know, Rhea. I told. So I did tell the girl that does these for us. I did tell her, and then there's another girl that also made me one that's not a Stanley, and I think she should do an Ozempic or a Wegovy one too. You know, really, even the Trulicity one would be cute. You know, like for people that are taking, because there's so many, and they're very good medicines for everybody. You know, but you're right. We do. We need a Wegovy one. The Wegovy pen is not as cute as the Ozempic pen, in my opinion. But you know, what does it say? The gal at Duluth Designs has Ozempic and Wegovy. Oh, really? Oh, that's good. That's where I got my other one. I love that one too. Yes, I love that one too. Especially if like you don't want to do a Stanley and you want to do one that's a little bit more affordable. We don't have affiliate marketing with them, but I still think they're wonderful and you should do it. So. All right. Anyway, so now that we've and you guys actually saw, if you haven't seen on the TikTokery because the algorithm be broken, we have another sponsor. In bold is a sponsor now, so they'll be sponsoring us, and you know, it's nice they're taking patients again. They got where they weren't taking patients for a while because they had so many, and they grew and hired more physicians, and so there's no like link or anything. You just go there and sign up and you just tell them you heard about us from the plus sides, and that'll help us out if that's how you do it. But yeah, if you're looking for a provider that can help you with your medication and take good care of you, then that is one of them. I always announce it on the lives. So it's only another time you're going to hear me say it, but I always announce it when it happens. So we're excited. We're excited to have more sponsors and help us keep this going. And I've been doing a lot of paid marketing lately because we've been able to do this and the channel's growing and more people are finding we're going to help more people. We're going to help more people. Okay. So we're so glad to have you with us. Okay. So next thing is we want to go into our community guest because, you know, we're always got, thank you, Tay. We're going to have our community guest.
Hi, everybody.
And I don't know if y'all know her, but
right,
let me teach you.
Right, cat.
There we go. Ready? Hey, Sabrina.
Hi, Sabrina.
Hello.
Are you nervous? Don't be nervous.
Everyone hold your breath.
Don't be nervous. Just like hanging with me on a live with friends. Yeah, we're on YouTube. It's not ginormous. It's like maybe 500 people. Something too crazy. It's not too bad. Yeah. Well, I guess it is kind of big, isn't it? And we don't get 3 all at once.
300 people.
You know, we do now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We do now. Let's see. Yeah. Anyway, don't be nervous. It's us. There's a green bean on my Stanley, and it looks like a booger. I just wiped it out. Like, what is that? It's a green bean, and not a booger.
Are you sure it's not a booger?
All right, sorry. It's not a booger. It's a green bean. I had green beans.
We are being like super silly tonight.
I know. It's a silly, y'all. It's been a week. I love my sister. Oh, is that your sister?
The one that lives in Cumming.
Monica?
Yeah.
Look.
She lives in Cumming too.
Welcome to the show. Sabrina's here to tell her story. Yeah. So here's the way we roll, and I know you've seen it before, But and a wifey person. Oh, look at you. You got all this support. Hey, Lewis. Glad to have you here. Oh, that's so sweet. Well, we're super glad to have you. We want to give you the opportunity to take the space and be able to tell your story unfiltered, uncut. If you get to the point, and sometimes you'll know, like when we hang out with people, especially if it's kind of new for them, and we've talked about that before, I'll guide you through it. We'll ask you questions and help you kind of come out, but first we're going to give you the space. So take it. We're here to listen.
First, I'd like to thank you for inviting me to join you. I'm not going to lie, I am fangirling a little bit. I'm in awe of what you guys do and
I appreciate
all the good that you're doing for people. So it's incredible. But I'm relatively,
thank you for being a part of it. We're so glad to have you be a part of it.
Thank you so much. I'm relatively new to this community, but yet it's become a huge part of my everyday, with TikTok and the lives and commenting and all of that. But so my story is childhood. I was a tiny little thing under my parents' care, so we had traditional Indian home cooked delicious food 7 days a week, so growing up, I was in good, normal size or normal size weight, I was fine. But my struggle with obesity began later, like in my 20s and onward. My 20s and 30s were full of excess, binge drinking, binge eating, binge working out as punishment for the first two. It was a vicious cycle. It's up and down my weight went. I was as low as 120 pounds and up over 300. It constantly cycled. So and that went on. And then in 2015 I was diagnosed with breast cancer while I was pregnant with my second daughter. I mean, it's the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. I had surgeries and chemo while pregnant, and that took a massive toll on me, mentally, physically. The outside of me was dying, like my nails turned black, my tongue turned black, and the chemo's not touching the baby. I'm like, I don't believe you, like I didn't believe them. And it was hard. It was very hard. But my daughter was born 4 weeks early with a full head of hair. So on my birthday, So yes, she,
gift.
Yeah, it's, sorry. So after.
Listen, you don't have to apologize here. I just want you to know, like we all process together. That's part of the healing, is being with people who get it, And so you don't have to, if you need to take space, if you need to take a minute, it's okay. That's what we do here. Okay. So you do whatever you need to do. We're here. We're listening.
Thank you. But after she was born, and I beat cancer, I decided to make a lifestyle change. I wanted to live healthier, I'm 8 years sober, so that's a big, huge accomplishment, because when I was younger, problem, it was an ongoing problem for me. So that part of my life is done. So I'm very, very excited. But with having gone through that, the chemo with the baby, all of that, like I had a lot of trauma, like mentally, physically, so while I was able to stop drinking, I feel like my weight, I may have transferred some of that addiction to food. And again, up and down, up and down, that whole song and dance. Lose 30, and then gain 45, And then in 2018, I decided to get on Weight Watchers and Phentermine. So I was able to lose 95 pounds by restricting myself, loads of cardio, 2-3 times a day, depriving myself, white knuckling it, but naturally, it's not a sustainable lifestyle for me, at least. So I gained it back and plus more. And with that came the way I spoke to myself, like the self-talk. It really took a turn for the worse. It's a moral failing, right? And it's you're just fat and lazy, and you're going to be like that forever. And so once again, my weight up and down yet again. And one of my really good friends, Debbie, she was like, you really got to focus on self-love. Like, this is not serving a purpose. Got to let that go, So I started to work on shifting the way I spoke to myself and about myself. And I was doing well. I was starting to move in the right direction. And in 2020, I was involved in 2 not at fault accidents right after another, in which I was injured in both of them. So, and then the pandemic. So I feel like I kind of just got knocked back down, and I started struggling yet again. But in January of 23, I had it. Like, enough is enough. Like, I want my life. I want my health back. I got kids, I wanted to start living again. I mean, I couldn't get through a day without ibuprofen because I couldn't, the pain, it's chronic pain. Just, I could not. Y'all, I was taking ibuprofen all the time. So I didn't want to live like that anymore. So I gathered my courage and started scheduling all the doctor's appointments I had been avoiding for years. If you know, you know, like my elbow hurts. It's because you're overweight. My earlobe, it's overweight, so right. I was like, enough, just, you got to deal with it and just go. So I did all the tests and got everything checked again. And in April of this past April, I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. So it was a wake-up call for me, and I immediately cleaned up my diet and started working out. My family, friends, husband, everyone was super supportive, encouraged me to learn about nutrition. I'm a super picky eater, so nutrition's kind of been a challenge for me, but they encouraged me to start learning about it. And so my husband pushed me to my very limits at the gym. Kat, I couldn't wait to tell you this. I did 478 pounds on the leg press last month. I lifted that 34 times.
Wow. What? That's impressive. Uh-oh.
So, butt stuff, right?
That's some serious butt stuff.
I actually have a funny story about this.
Amazing.
Because one time, my husband's a big guy. He's a bodybuilder. He's a real big guy. So he, one time I got on the leg press and I'm like, I did 70 pounds. And he goes, and then? I'm like, and then I got off.
And then I'm done.
And then I got off.
That's it. Right there.
oh, maybe you have no idea what you're
Right,
capable
right.
of, you know? So,
Aw.
sorry. So after I was diagnosed, I was having trouble getting a GLP-1 through my insurance, as we all did. But
Yeah.
I was very discouraged, and I just happened to be mindlessly scrolling through TikTok one day, and I came across Janine's live, and I stopped out of curiosity. And y'all know, I mean, Janine is light and love, right? Like, she is light and love. So her good vibes and encouragement, it inspired me to keep pushing, like you go through the step therapy, just deal with the insurance. I was so frustrated. And I did because of her. And I was prescribed Ozempic in the beginning of June, and my body I didn't do well on it. And then I got Manjaro at the end of June. But with that, I found you guys and the rest of you guys, and you quite literally have changed my life. The podcast. The podcast has helped heal some of the trauma and shame I've been wrapped up in for years. So this time feels
I'm
different.
crying too. It's okay. I'm not crying. You're crying.
Oh, there's a
You guys
little
don't know. Literally, you're changing people's lives. This time feels different for me.
The last time.
I feel
it's the last time.
Yeah, I feel good. I feel strong mentally, physically, emotionally. Like, I'm learning the tools to how to properly fuel my body, like I feel, but having access to Manjaro has been a game changer. It has changed the game. I feel good, and I'm down almost 33 pounds, and I feel amazing.
Oh my gosh, that's incredible. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
So
that's that butt stuff.
Since June? What? No, July? Because you switched in July?
Yeah.
Well, 33 since April 24th was when I was on Manjaro. I'm down from Manjaro. I'm down 15.
Yeah. That's great. Yeah. Wow. That's so awesome.
Sorry about that.
No, it's okay. I mean, like, legitimately, if you're not crying here, I don't know. Like, we all do. And I don't know if you, so like, my favorite movie is still Magnolias, and Dolly says laughter through my tears is my favorite emotion. So that's what we do, so we got to get it out, but I'm so glad that the community and, the podcast have meant so much to you. Like, it's awesome. I think when we started this, we didn't know. Well, we still don't know. We still don't know. We just find that every week we have something more to talk about. You know what I mean? And it's just a conversation that I think will keep going. And we have no idea how long it's going to last. We're just going to keep doing it, because like, I just keep thinking it's like when you listen to a song on the radio, people are trying to make a hit, right? And you're not really into it at first, but you just keep hearing it, and eventually you're singing along, right? So I just keep thinking, if we're that song, and we just keep y'all know I repeat, I do it on purpose. Like, it's a strategy.
Like, but we are, and it just shows the power of social media.
Yeah.
And also, I have always said, and we talked about this, that social media is an energy exchange. It actually is.
Mm-hmm.
And
it is.
And many times I'll go live, Kim will go live, Kat, will go live whenever she can, because she's like baker extraordinaire and everything.
She has She's 2 jobs. Just 3 jobs.
Yeah. I'll go live with you all.
She has 2 jobs. But literally, even this morning when I went live, I never do a morning live. I will go with my gut, and I'll be like, I need to go live. And I'll start, and people will just come by. And I remember, Sabrina, the first time you popped into my live. I remember it just as clear as day. And I kept looking because your screen name was Brina. And I was
Yeah, it's Brina.
like,
Yeah.
And I was like, Brina, okay. And I'm like, well, I'm like, okay, I'm going to assume that means Sabrina. And, the questions are almost rapid fire, but I remember that day. And I believe that you reached out to me and via like DM. And I just said, okay. And then I just started seeing you pop up, pop up,
Yeah,
pop
she
up.
comes
And
all
I'm
the time.
like,
Yeah.
okay. And the people who are part of
Yeah.
the community and who are active. And just know that you are such a integral part of the community. I mean,
Yes.
we like look for everyone, but we look for certain people. And it's
Yeah.
like when I don't see them, I wonder and
I
I message.
wonder.
I'm like, hey,
I've
are
got a
you
couple
okay?
friends like that now where I'm like, I haven't
Yeah.
seen them in a while and I don't like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where you been?
Yeah.
What's going on? How can I help?
Something's not right. But just
Yeah.
know that I was not crying because I have to hold it together. But I'll
'cause I'm the
probably
sappy one.
cry after this, Sabrina, and know that it's all your fault. Okay.
You really are, JT. You're an after crier.
I am.
You're okay, it's over. What? And then you do your crying.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'm a Virgo. So
Yeah, you're a Virgo. Yeah. Not in the moment. No, I'm a Scorpio, so I cry all the time. I have no
it's Virgo season.
However, if there is a zombie apocalypse, you won't want me on your team because I can't run fast. But I do. But if we don't have to run, then you do because I don't panic. Like I don't know what it is. Like at a crisis, I'm just like clear as day.
Running.
This is it. But I'll run because
I'm running. Yeah,
I don't run. Like, you got a bike? I've been practicing at spin class.
I want to go with the first wave.
No.
I want to go with the first wave.
It's way different.
I'm on no part of it.
My business is to run. Yeah. Listen, I can't just up and run with a regular bra. I have to have a real sports bra on. So,
girl, right? I don't know. Like if the zombies are here, you might.
I need an underwire bra. I can't do bralettes. I can't do it.
Oh, I got one on. It's nice.
They like roll up.
I don't do underwire.
And it
well,
bothers
Kathy
me.
says she's so
I'm
proud of you,
cheap it.
Sabrina. Yeah.
I'm so
Love
proud
it.
of Sabrina. She's my beautiful friend.
Oh, that's so nice.
We're
I love
claiming
it.
her too. Okay.
Yeah, she's ours too. I don't know what to tell you. I claimed her a while ago.
Well, that's actually funny because like my husband. Yep. Oh, that's funny. We do talk about the zombies all the time. But my husband will see me watching your videos, watching the live, watching the podcast. He's like, baby, what are you doing? I'm like, these are my friends. Okay. And he's like,
Yeah.
do they know that?
Yeah, no, it's so
Yes.
true. Like they do know.
Yes, we do.
We do know. Yeah. Like because you are to us too. It's the same, And like Lydia was out one day in her driveway. Sometimes she'll go out at lunch and like do lives in the driveway. I go to her lives all the time. Like and people are like, oh, you know all the things. I'm like, but I need to hear those things too sometimes from people that I trust, And I go to Lydia's live and her husband came by and he was like, what are you doing? And I was like, this is just a play date. Go away. and then she was like, yeah. And he goes, oh, okay. Like, cause that's what it's like. It's like a play date. We're all hanging out, talking about what we need help with. And that's what friends are for, You're good with that, Kathy says. I'm an Aquarius. So I pick up all the feelings and the thoughts. Y'all. Oh my goodness.
Okay. I love it.
You guys can hear me? My signal's going, but I can.
Yeah,
you guys can hear me.
You're not quite.
I just totally killed
with
the
your
mood.
mouth,
No.
but like you're there. I hear you. No, it's cool. Remember, laughter through tears, and now I guess logistics. I don't know.
Yeah, right. I'm right.
Oh, you're better. You're sunk now.
So,
Is that how
like,
you do sync?
if you've ever been like
sunk?
in like the late '90s, early can you hear me?
Yeah, I mean, you're breaking up, but I can hear you.
Let me try something.
You got like blurry on me, but then like you're back. Well,
Keep going.
Keep it up. Keep it up. We'll keep talking you. Yes. I feel like this is perfect. Comments time. I feel like that's Sabrina. Yes, we are. We are.
Gonna try this old trusty.
Oh, yes. And that is the Mac Tonight headset. I love it.
That's right. We'd like fries with that. Thank you.
Do
Thank
fries.
you.
Go with
It's
that
still wonky. All right, I'll go back.
No.
I'm just gonna go ahead and mute. You guys keep
That's
talking.
right. Okay. I don't know what's going on with you. Just like all of a sudden you losing signals. That's usually JT's thing. Although JT's internet's on it now. They fixed what was ever wrong. It's been like episodes with nothing wrong, JT. I'm so excited about it. Although it was kind of fun at first. It became a thing where we would count to 5 to 7, and we're like, she'll be right back. We're like, hold on. 1,
Every
2,
time.
and then she'll be right back.
Every time.
Every time.
It was so bad.
I love it.
It was so horrible.
Now I kind of miss it though. But you would get so frustrated, you'd be like, see you in a minute, you know? And you're like, actually, 7 seconds.
Everybody probably thought that I had janky internet. No, I actually have Xfinity.
Yeah, you have nice internet in like a populated area. I don't know.
It didn't seem like it though.
If we made any money there, we could have charged them for something. I don't know, but we didn't. We didn't. It's okay.
Tay,
it happens.
Tay.
What did Tay say?
Tay is like JC.
You know, I'm gonna have to do some coffee, y'all. I'm sorry. It's gotta happen.
It's a water check. We should do a water check too.
Yes,
well, I got that too.
Water.
Oh, speaking of water, if you want to support the podcast and you want a cute Stanley, you can get one. There's a video.
My second one today.
And if you like follow me on the TikTokery or any of us, we have a link and you can go right to it and order it on Etsy. It's cute, right? Portion of the sale goes to the sides. That's what you call affiliate marketing, apparently. I'm new to it. Yeah. New. It helps. You know, plus you get something cute. I don't know. We were always weird about I was always weird about wanting to take anybody's money at all. And I was like, but if they get something cute out of it, that's how we started the merch store. And if you like Kat was saying, if you want some merch, you can go there and get something from the merch store. All different kinds of shirts and crop tops and water bottles.
All that
JT gave me an amazing and passionate speech in her live this morning. You did? What were you speaking about? Oh God, sometimes when she goes off, it's awesome. I wish I had a recorder. What did you give a speech about? Oh God.
I think that Sabrina might have been in there. Were you in there, Sabrina?
I don't think I was there for the speech.
No. Uh-oh. I gotta hear it.
Oh,
what was the speech?
No.
We'll do speech and then we'll go into tea time. It's cool.
Yeah, I had someone ask, and it would be different. And it's one thing when you know things. I kind of feel like Game of Thrones. And once you know, and you can't go back to not knowing, right? So episode 19, our compound forum, was the topic of discussion.
Yes.
That came up because someone who had been in a previous live, and then she came back and asked the same question. And she wanted to know, why was it not recommended to get compound semaglutide, tirzepatide from med spas? Well, I'm so glad you asked.
I know the answer.
So,
we all do.
Yes. And that's what I expressed.
Yeah.
And I said, well, she's coming back again for the answer. Yeah. And I guess because, I don't like people to get taken advantage of.
Me either.
None of us do, right? Yeah. So, and when I do tea time, I had to get
John says we need to hear the speech. Oh, that's right. You got to get the pen.
And I got the pen and I had to sit to the side. Yeah. And I pretty much said this. I said, if you have not listened or viewed episode 19 of the Plus Sides podcast, I highly recommend that you do so. Yes. Let me let you know the top 3 reasons why you should never, and yes, I said never, purchase compound medications from a med spa. Yep. I said, and by this time I had got the pen. And I said, for one, the markup is freaking ridiculous. I said, if you are paying $500 for semaglutide, semaglutide, and one, they saw you coming through the door. Two, they are preying on your vulnerability and your desperation.
Yes.
And three, there is no way that you are going to have a medication as powerful as GLP-1s and just have it sitting on a shelf. I said, if that's the case, you need to run. These medications need to be prescriptions. If they don't have this nice little handy dandy little sticker right here, and they don't come in a little bottle like this, it's not real. And it's fake. And I said, and I stand on that, and I will die on that hill every day, all day. I said, then I started thinking. Then I said, then on top of that, why would you pay somebody to inject you with a subcutaneous needle?
Because they don't know better. They haven't watched our show.
When you can do that at home. So you mean to tell me you're going to use your good hard-earned money, which is your prerogative to do, use your expensive gas to drive to the med spa, wait, have them inject you, which you could have done at home. Then they're going to measure you with a good old tape measure when you could just get a daggone Renpho Smart Body tape measure, and you could have everything digitally documented. And then they're going to give you some supplements that are going to make you crap. So that's going to help you lose weight. And then they might throw in some body cavitation, but that package may cost you about $2,000.
Wow, you know a lot about this. So scary. Did someone try to take you, or did somebody tell you?
Well, no. I actually had a coworker who got for $2,200.
Someone tried to get my mom
for the package, which included mentoring sessions, body cavitation, the medication, which didn't do anything.
AC gets them.
Yeah. And
ACA.
And I told her, I said, you might just want to be patient. You're going to get Mounjaro. I knew she was. And she was like, but da. So then I started thinking again. And I was like, and then on top of that, on top of all of that, when you travel outside of the country, you know that TSA is not worldwide, right? Every country has different rules for carrying medication. When I was in the good old Britain, you know what they asked me when I had my Mounjaro pen?
Where's your script?
Oh, we know it's official because it has this and it has all the serial numbers. Howsoever, what other medications do you have, ma'am? Well, I've got this. Is it an official medication? Because we need to see the sticker. Now, if you get that foolishness from a med spa, are they going to have a sticker on it from a pharmacy? No.
No.
Two, how long has that vial been on the shelf? We don't know. Is it expired? We don't know. Are they watering it down? We don't know. We don't know. Because the doctor who put their license on the line, as per Dr. Rosen said on episode 19, the doctor that put their license on the line, do they even really visit the med spa?
Yeah.
Did you talk
that's
to
what he said.
The doctor that
there's like one doctor, they don't go, it's the practitioners. Yeah.
Right.
So, I know, like, and if you guys don't know what we're talking about,
preach. So.
Yeah. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, we have a very extensive episode with a compound pharmacist and with two obesity doctors. I know you are. you know. Well, like, here's the thing. Like, I do think that there are probably, like, there's always the exceptions to rule. One of our friends just listed a possible exception. They got it through ACA, right? And they went through a med spa.
It's not every
But that's the problem, right? Though, is that everybody doesn't need to be thinking. It's like that movie, He's Just Not That Into You. Like you can't, there are exceptions to the rule, and then there's the rule. And for the most part, the rule says you need to go through a doctor to take care of your medically recognized disease with medication. And we are, I mean, I think the girls and I, we've learned so much. We are pro safe compounding because we know, especially in the issues with the affordability and accessibility of these medications, we want everybody who's sick to get their medicine, period. You know, but
it needs to be safe.
It needs to be safe.
It needs to be safe.
And there are a lot of not safe.
I said earlier was that we at the plus side are advocates for safe compounding options. I said, now it does not mean that every med spa is like this. I said, but then also if the doctor is giving you this quote unquote prescribed medication, well, that's a little bit of a blurry line there too.
Yeah, it is. It worries me, the weight loss centers too that are going on right now. Like that's kind of a new craze, is like they have these weight loss centers and they do blood work and they tell you what's wrong with you. And then they're offering medicine for it. And that was something Dr. Toomer told us, who is pro compound, told us be very, very careful buying it through them. Right.
That's right. That's right.
Because they are profiting off telling you that you have something wrong with you.
Telling you to fix.
Yes. Yeah. And like, I think what we need to get to, and we talked about with Dr. Contessa, these are medical problems. They need medical professionals to look after. You would not go to a med spa to have them treat anything else other than, you know, I don't know, Botox or whatever you do there. I don't know. You know, you would not go see them for anything else. The obesity is a serious and a recognized medical disease, medical problems. And that's the reason you need to be looked after accordingly when you're on these medications. And even when you're not, you know, because sick people need doctors, sick people, and it could be a clinician. You know, we have nurse practitioners. There are plenty of people out there that are clinicians that do great things under the care, right, or under the, I don't know, guys, I don't know if you would say it, like of a doctor to make sure that everything is where it needs to be, you know? And I think that we just forget that. And I think people are so desperate because they're fucking sick and they need fucking medicine. And it's ridiculous that it's not available in the richest fucking country in the world. And it drives me insane. And I can't take it. It's because of how we look at it. It drives me insane because it's just so asinine. I just, we aren't chemists. Yes. No one should be mixing anything.
Right,
no mixing.
Yes. No mixing. And wait a minute.
Yeah.
I said that too. I'm like, I said that too. I said, I do not have doctor in front of my name. There is a reason why people go to school and have licenses to do this. I said, that is not my wheelhouse.
No.
And I'm paying too much money for me to have to mix anything.
Hell yeah. If you're paying hundreds of dollars a month, it should be mixed for you. And if it's not,
what the heck am I paying you for?
Yeah.
I mean, like, you know, honestly, I mean, like, once you talk it out, it really kind of makes sense. I said, and also these medications are too powerful to not be under a doctor's care. Once you're on these, you really need to have blood work done. It's just like we said, this is
the blood work thing is so important.
Medical
disease, a medical fucking disease. That's what this is. I hope YouTube doesn't have me for that one, but it is like, that's the thing is like, we have to stop thinking about this as we're just wanting to lose weight. The whole idea of the fact that these medications are even in the class of weight management pisses me off. We need a new freaking class. Why isn't Eli Lilly going and fighting for that? New class. Guess why? Because that's medical and you can get on freaking insurance companies. Go fix that shit. You got plenty of money. Go do it. That's what I said. I said what I said.
Listen, so
I
gave you the calm
Contessa. Yeah, insurance is a hustle.
Yeah. Oh God. Did y'all haven't seen Dr. Contessa's episode where she gives us literally the reason why she doesn't take insurance is because they it's so sketch. We need to do a whole short about it. It's like,
it's just,
I mean, and that's the thing is at this point, we've now seen this broken system, right? Where we've been paying, we have this like traditional mindset. We've been paying the insurance companies for, they should be paying for our medication, and our medication costs, you know, $1,000 a month. And apparently, you know, there's a whole bunch of stuff. We have got to find a way to unwind this, JT. We have to find somebody that knows how to talk about this. But all the like back scratching and coupon sharing between all of these different people to where the medicine probably doesn't cost that much, right? But because they're all, scratching each other's back and stuff, it looks like it costs so much more than it actually does. Like we need to unwind that. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna expose this shit. It's
We
ridiculous.
will.
We are.
Look, we will, because today it had to have been the sweet baby Jesus that came down and got into me, because when I tell you,
you felt the
literally
spirit.
Was like,
I love it.
Hell no.
Butt stuff. Making me sore.
Look, hell no. And what we're not doing is we're not going to be taken with these weight loss clinics and these janky med spas that are up here doing Botox and giving you a freaking GLP-1 medication.
I just can't wrap my head around. Don't get me wrong. Like, I am pro all the things beauty if it makes you happy. I'm all about it. Okay. I don't care what, I'm a little weird about Brazilian butt lifts, but I also think that if it makes you happy, I'm okay with it. Okay. Yeah. But don't be going to the doctor that uplifts your ass and then gives you a medication for your freaking disease. Those two things do not go together.
Look, wait a minute, Kim.
That's my issue.
Don't do that.
Don't do that shit.
That's it.
Don't do that shit. That's one of my favorites. Don't do that shit.
Look,
because that's what Bourbon said. Remember, Bourbon RX was on episode 2. If y'all don't follow him. He's tripping. He's really sweet. And Bourbon RX was on. I'm setting it because people are willing to do anything. Yeah, to get help at med spas. But it's so true, Crystal. Yeah. And that's the thing is, there are so many people out there who haven't seen this fucking podcast, right? And so they don't know. That's why we bring the doctors on and the medical professionals on, because they don't know. I didn't know. Did y'all know? No one told me shit. No one told me anything.
That's exactly what it is. Yeah. I'm sorry to interrupt, but that's exactly what it is.
No, you're here for that.
These people, we don't know. So many people lost, access to this GLP-1 this past June, and they don't insurance,
yes.
they're not covering. They don't know what to do. And I just wish that more people found out about and would watch and listen to this podcast, because you guys are just putting out good information. Yeah. I was very nervous when I heard about it, but then watching that episode and listening and a panel of doctors, medical doctors with a whole ass medical degree.
And special doctors, the specialists in these areas. That's the thing is we really wanted to make sure that we had people on here who knew what the hell they were talking about. And we've had doctors on that aren't Dr. Contessa treats obesity, but she's taking her boards to become obesity specialist. But she's been treating people like this forever, because you can be a regular doctor and treat people like this, but the whole idea of preventative care, honestly, for me, with everything we've learned over the past 24 episodes, was that we've got to think about what about when you had that 15 pounds you were playing with 20 years ago, right? What was it then? What was the broken then? And could you have headed off at the pass with a medication has proved to be safe and effective, right? And never have had that happen. Can you have that happen? Yeah.
Oh,
bring it in.
That's
Church
right,
start.
Church.
It is church Friday. Hallelujah.
Look, and in the words of one of our faves, Dr. Catherine Toomer, and you know that I love her, and she said this, and when she said this,
Manjaro, get your Manjaro microphone out.
Manjaro mic.
Okay.
Dr. Catherine Toomer.
This is JT coming to you from the plus side.
You need to get a microphone with the Manjaro logo on it. Anyway. All right. Anyway,
there's got to be someone in our community that would make that.
Keep going. Know what?
What'd you say? We love her.
We love Dr. Catherine Toomer. When she said this to me, and she and I communicate. When she said this to me, it changed my whole perspective. And I said this earlier in my live when I was on my roll and I had my pen. I said, you know what? This Mounjaro, and I said, I will speak about this medication because that's what I'm on. And that's what we're talking about. Any GLP-1, but especially Mounjaro. Dr. Catherine Toomer said this. She said, Janine, I know that you were upset with your primary care physician at first because you were so excited about your weight loss and everything. And I think Kim remembers, she may not. I came home, I was so mad, I was crying. For me to cry when I'm mad, you probably don't need to talk to me for a couple days.
Yeah.
And I was so mad. And when my PCP said, I'm not really concerned about your weight loss. She said, I'm concerned about your body functioning properly.
Yeah.
Dr. Catherine Toomer said, these medications were designed to fix metabolic disorders.
Yep.
The weight is just a byproduct of it.
Yep.
She said,
because you were always sick.
She said, once the metabolic disorder is treated and regulated, the weight loss will come.
Yeah. She always says that. She does. Yeah.
I felt like she could have passed the collection plate right there and I could have been saved and gone.
I do love her. She's fabulous.
Because she was right. She was right. And people would come for me, and not just me, when I would say, it's not a weight loss medication, y'all. You can pop off at me.
We got to say that, though.
Right. Look.
Yeah.
You can pop off at me.
But I get it, though,
want,
JT. Like, it's in the category, right?
Right. But look, but you better be locked and loaded, because you better believe I'm going to have receipts every day.
JT does.
She does. She has different phones. We call it the bat phone because she's got like her Delta phone, and then she's got like a backup phone. I
do.
Keep going, JT. The views are going up.
Look. And I have my iPad Pro. I have my old iPhone 10. Trust and believe. And look, and I'm a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. Let me tell you one thing. If I don't know anything else, I know receipts. And I will have them. I don't delete.
Not JT preaching out Majaro Mike.
Because you had best believe when Dr. Toomer said that, I said, God darn it. I knew I was on the right path. But people would get upset but I get it, because that's a pain point.
Yeah,
I get it.
Yeah.
But I'm like, y'all, this is not just a weight loss medication. If you don't understand,
it's a health medication for sick people.
Positive metabolic changes that are going on in your body, even when you don't see the scale move. Hey, Kim's been in a stall.
Scale moved in months.
I've been in a stall. Kat's been in a stall. So all of us had. You know why?
Body's not stalling.
Huh?
You're rolling now, right?
Yeah, my body's not stalling. But
no.
No. That's the point.
I'm going to interrupt you. I'm going to start like taking measurements every week because I'm sick of that damn scale. My scale can.
Yeah, I know the scale pisses me off too. Yeah.
I posted my measurements today, y'all.
Oh, I have mine too, JT.
Proud.
Look.
And
I got one.
Did you? Yeah.
I haven't used it yet because I couldn't figure out how to get the battery in. Like it's in there, but it's not on. It's cute, right? I don't know how to use it.
I have so many.
There are directions. I just have to find time to read it.
From all the diet and exercise programs I've bought over my whole lifetime. Yeah. I have these all over the house.
Oh, do you? Yeah, I got those. Yeah. Look, there she goes.
Body, firm.
I do like the Renfo scale. I have the Renfo scale. Yeah. And I've had a couple, but I like
this little baby. So you mean to tell me you gonna pay somebody to measure you with a janky measuring tape?
So sweet.
When you can get this. Okay.
Not the janky.
I'm sorry.
Not the jankety measuring tape.
Oh my God. I got about 500 of these in the house, though.
Yeah. So. Yeah. I have a minor pink.
Show you how many diet and exercise programs I've tried.
I know.
Well, look, and those days are gone.
Sucks. Those days are over. It's just like we were telling Sabrina, right? Like this time is the last time, and like all of those things that you were saying, like Sabrina, of the self-talk and stuff, like I just want to tell you in this moment, like that's because you were sick. You were just sick. You needed medicine. And now all the things that you've always wanted to do and always tried to do are working because your body's not sick anymore. That has nothing to do with you. That was just your body, and then it affects your brain because everything's connected. Like You were just sick and you needed medicine. And anybody out there that has felt that way, because I bet every single person has that's here, you know.
But I've been holding on to that my entire adult life, right?
Me too. Yeah.
It's the podcast. It's you guys. It's the information that you're putting out there, right? Like it was always, it's our fault, right? It's always the moral failing and the bad and lazy.
Totally.
But
individual failing.
It's not. For the first time in my life, and it's because of you guys. Well, like, I don't even know. You're out here doing God's work. You know? Like, you don't even know.
Look,
we're trying.
Sabrina, it is, thank you saying it's us, but we know that it's all about the pen. We know that it's all about the pen.
OTP.
Community.
Oh, water break.
Yeah, I had to do that quick. Yeah. I was like, speaking of the pen. Never thought to measure. Yeah, like if you want to do that, friend, like that's something that when the scale's not moving, other things move, and it's just nice to see movement, you know? Yeah. Tell him, wifey, this. I love it. So
that's
cute.
Right.
So glad to have you here, Lewis.
Oh my God.
I agree, Rhea.
Just go buy my clothes. Yeah, the clothes thing helps me too, especially on my jeans lately. On my Judy Blues. I'm not sorry. And you know what? When I'm done with them, Duty Blues. And then my little boy was watching me when I was feeling sick one day. He was in the bed with me and he was like, for y'all that don't see, because I swear my TikToks only go to like 300 people. And it's the same 300 people because something's up with the algorithm. I don't know. You know, and my son was like, why are you watching all this stuff about Duty Blues? I don't care about any Duty Blues. I'm like, sacrilege.
Look,
don't be talking that way about Duty Blues.
Look, blasphemy, you say.
Blasphemy. Y'all, she's killing her.
Oh, but
Bourbon RX got himself a pair of Judy Blues.
I know that. Actually, I thought they looked really good. Didn't you guys? You know, my husband's favorite song of all time is Baby Got Her Blue Jeans On. So he don't mind. I can buy the cute jeans. As long as my butt looks good, he's cool.
That's,
you know.
I do leggings. Did you guys
You do leggings. I know.
Halloween leggings.
Pat, it's just because you haven't tried these jeans.
Yes.
It's going to happen. I'm going to send some to your door.
They're really good.
Like, it's my
Well, I got a pair of those Risen from.
Those are good too. Did you get them for me?
Yeah, I got them for you.
Those are good too.
Those hands down favorite jeans. Favorite jeans.
Really?
I mean, they like.
Oh,
and like the.
They're like this. Oh,
he said,
buy them jeans, mama. He don't care. He's like, you want jeans? You get yourself some jeans. He don't care.
Okay, so the equator outside. I'm not buying jeans until like Christmas time.
Listen, Christmas is coming, and there will be a present from me. I have to decide which ones I think will work best because they're all magic. I don't know what's in them. Voodoo? I don't know.
They have span.
Awesome.
It's place they stretch, right?
Yep.
Listen, I don't know, but Pretty Hate Machine says she just she just got one of the measuring tapes off of Amazon. They should give you all.
Oh, that's sweet. Yeah. I can't wait to hear.
That is so sweet. But just know that I'm a Renfo brand ambassador. So just
Renfo brand. I get my stuff from J2. I use Renfo's.
Renfo loves.
Why not? She got a coupon code.
Yeah,
it helps.
No.
Yeah.
Renfo loves us. So know that they like pop in and see stuff.
Do they?
Yeah.
They should come. They should sponsor the podcast. People would love that.
Well, I hadn't even asked them about that yet. I guess I should.
Yeah, do. It's kind of a thing now. Yeah.
Yeah. But
going like crazy. Going like
you all
crazy.
Can get like
got my eyes on some housewives.
Look,
we're gonna talk about it.
Look, okay.
They've gone through menopause and like changes and hormone changes. And why aren't you taking it's okay. Take your medicine.
Housewives,
and
you can get 15% off. Plus, they're having a flash sale, y'all.
What on Renfo?
On everything.
On everything. They do have good sales. They're very reasonable.
They do,
and they don't pay me nothing. I'm not an affiliate. I like this.
Go ahead and get me.
She's working in jeans. Oh, that's what hubby says. See, aren't you thankful that I got her some jeans?
See, look.
Judy Blues are next.
I had like 2 pair of Judy Blues.
I'll let you know when there's a sale.
Realize I had 2 pair of Judy Blue jeans.
Oh my gosh. And it's crazy because like you think of Judy Blue, like because we talk about them so much. Oh, like they're this plus size thing. No, they go like to size 0.
They do.
They're like all that. They have full run. It's awesome.
They do.
They should go a little
Do they
higher.
make
We have some other friends that
jeggings?
are.
Because I'm still
They
in
do.
jeggings.
I will send you the link. It's in
Jeggings?
Listen, I don't do
jeggings. Do you like flare, Cat? Because I feel like you would
uncomfortable.
like flare. Because Prince,
I
there
like
are some
flare.
flare ones that are jeggings.
Oh no, I like flare. I like jeggings. Just I don't like the button up because it gets stuck.
Yeah.
I used to call it my butt gut until you guys started calling it fupa, but it just gets stuck right in that tire area. Listen, I've had it since a child. It's not going anywhere.
Yeah, I get it. Me too. You know what that is? And I'm not your doctor. That's called PCOS. When you have that, like before puberty, someone right. I'm just saying. Judy Blues, fit legs, jeggings were better. See,
some professionals hypothesized that it was high stress in my childhood that gave
that's gonna happen.
Yeah,
I feel left out.
Yeah, because you didn't have that.
I don't have PCOS.
I know.
I just have type 2.
Kat says she doesn't either, although I don't believe her. But
the doctor gave me a blood test, but we learned what was the last? Oh gosh,
takes 5 years. Yeah, we just had NY Endo on.
Yeah.
It takes 5 years on average they have to check so many different things. It's all, I have all of them. And it's like, kills me. But they were like, no, it's fine. Why? Because I'm fat. So they were like, he was like, you carry, estrogen in your fat cells. If you lose weight, you'll be fine. No, I can't lose weight because I'm sick. Like, sorry. Hubby said something. Tay, I highly recommend Judy Blues. I don't wear them, but I love how they look. I bet you do. Beat this boy off with a stick these days. He's never seen me this small before. I've never been this size since we've been together. We've been together 20 years.
Really?
That was my hubby, y'all. Yeah. So he's like, I have to beat him off with a stick.
Get away.
Anyway. Okay, back to the show, ladies and gentlemen. So that was a good time. Y'all have a good time? Let me know you had a good time because I know we went off book there.
Yeah.
But good news. We have segments now. We're going to have a good time. And you're going to stay on with us and hang? Let us know if you need to go. Okay?
No, I'm on.
Sabrina, let me know if you need to go. Okay.
Okay.
Because we will talk. We will talk.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm going to stay if that's okay.
So glad to have you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, John.
She's so, oh my
it's
gosh.
Nice. I've always had to beat him off with a stick. He's just especially interested right now.
I love it.
It's okay. It's okay. Gotta lock it down.
I love it.
I don't say anything. My husband is very proud of me. I'll leave it to them.
We're gonna go into our segments now that we've had our lovely community guest who's not gonna hang with us. And you know what's next. Ready? Got something new, JT. It's tea time with JT.
The ice, the glass, such ooh.
Look, it's fancy. Oh, wait a minute.
Do you know why that looks so good? Because we have a social media manager. Her name's Lydia. She's
Pretty
fabulous. Yeah.
Lydia.
If you don't follow Lydia, please do.
Lydia does all the
Lydia,
things.
type your thing in the chat so we can pen it up and people can follow you if they don't follow you. Yeah.
Lydia does all the things. Well, can I just say, outside of my speech, there is only one. Well, there are like 2 small things this week. I can't believe it because usually we have about 4 or 5 things because things are changed. Well, okay, I take that back. 3. Okay, so so 3. Oh, and right there is Lydia's.
That's right.
TikTok
on TikTok.
handle. So
such good lives. Such good lives.
Go follow her. She really does. She really does. It will add to your life. It really will.
It will. It does.
Yeah. Pretty Hate Machine tea time. Yes. Okay. So the first tea is, I'm not sure if you all saw the article in the New York Times. Well, they're talking about there is a shortage on laxatives.
Sorry.
I'm serious.
TT, I did not see that coming. Tell us more.
Thank you, Lord. It's no, I've moved on to diarrhea.
Why do you think that is?
You all
people that can't get
know,
GLP-1s? I don't know.
You all didn't know that there's a shortage on laxatives. Yes, it is. There is a shortage on laxatives because laxatives, especially Miralax and Benefiber, are being called the quick Ozempic. So there are people who are on social media.
Right, Tay? Do butt stuff.
Better start doing pus lucid every Lord Tay. So, look, so there are people on social media who are using laxatives as the quick and the new Ozempic because access is an issue for GLP-1 medications.
Well, then buy the dieter's tea.
So what they're doing,
I tried that too.
yes, but they're going to the drugstore or they're going to Target, Walmart, they're going to retail outlets.
That's bulimia.
And they are purchasing
They're purging
Benefiber and Miralax because allegedly it helps you lose a couple of pounds.
But that's not GLP-1. That's just a colon cleanse. You lose a couple pounds.
By no means are we saying that anyone should do this. By no means are we advocating and don't.
I'm saying don't. I'm saying don't do that shit. I will get on that right now.
The fiber helps your stomach feel fuller, and then the Miralax is like, let's get it out.
Correct.
But
yeah,
so that's
I'm using laxative because I have so much pepto.
But
papaya enzymes.
Yes, papaya enzymes. But those results are temporary. But people, again, are looking for anything to help them.
Yeah,
and so
desperate.
So if they can drop 2 to 5 pounds, they're going to say, oh my gosh, it works. Here's the issue. If you take laxatives excessively, it messes with the electrolytes in your body.
Yes.
It messes with your GI tract. It's like the list goes on and on and on. So these are not quick Ozempics. It is a temporary fix, and please do not abuse laxatives. Please.
Yes. No.
The
disclaimer.
Disclaimer. The active ingredient in Miralax is in a shortage. And they also stated in the article that because of GLP-1s, that is fueling the shortage of laxatives because we need them.
Well, I don't take laxatives. I take stool softeners. That's not really.
I take Miralax because it's a stool softener and laxative in one.
Yeah.
Use some mineral oil, some castor oil.
Well, Janine, what about that fruit? That yellow
the
dragon
one that makes
fruit,
you poop.
Right?
Janine loves that fruit.
Listen.
She says it's doing the Lord's work.
If you all
that's a laxative. Can't find them though, right, JT? They went viral.
Trader Joe's has yellow dragon fruit. Trader Joe's has them for $3.99 a piece. Do not go to Kroger because they have them for $6.99 and Kroger is janky because because they're just janky anyway with their pharmacy. Because remember, they called my doctor to make sure that I had a type 2 diagnosis.
That's crazy.
But I'm not bitter. But
no, not at all.
No. Yeah. So look. So anyway, do not go to Kroger.
Castor oil is no joke. Trust me. Do you take it? Hey, do you eat the castor oil? Or do you like rub it on things?
On a cotton ball, can't you? And then put it on your navel or something.
I put it in my belly button.
What's that TikTok thing? I don't know.
Oh,
we use mineral oil
juice. Good God. Prune juice works now.
For lotion.
Prune juice does,
eczema.
Prune juice works, but it might make you gag.
Watermelon and green apple help me.
But it works.
I've always liked prunes. I like to eat them like raisins.
I like prunes. They're better than raisins. Yeah. Taco Bell
works, y'all.
Same shit.
Man, I wish we had like a taco to kind of come in. Get spoiled by the stickers and TikTok. I want to be like, taco. Castor oil in my belly button. Yes, that's what people are saying. I tried it. Nothing happened to me.
Prunes are tasty. Melissa TC.
What? Yeah. I used to get these. They were Sun-made like lemon essence prunes. They were so good. And the orange essence prunes. Listen, I like dried fruit. If you like dried fruit, it's so, Listen, have you ever had black cake? Black cake is pureed prunes, raisins, currants.
Oh, good God, no.
You haven't had black cake?
Girl, no. You're about to take me out. Just like
anybody here's
Mago 7. I hear good things about that too. I do citrate, magnesium citrate. That helps me when it gets bad.
My magnesium citrate.
JT keeps it in liquid form. I'm a gummy person. I'm just like
gummies. I do not mess around. I will not be at the hospital because
Target has frozen dragon fruit. Love it, but I swear by the blueberries, flaxseed, hemp seed. That's a lot of seeds.
Chia seeds.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, but we did on our maintenance episode and we had the dietitian on.
Apples.
We talked about it. Yeah.
Flaxseed naturally lowers your blood pressure.
I just don't like the prune juice because my grandma used to force me to drink it when I was a kid. I
can't do it. Yeah. I can't do it, y'all. I mean, like,
it's little.
He won't.
I will gag
because he was forced to eat it by his friend.
I will gag.
I mean, gag. I will gag.
Out. That's my husband in Beats because his grandmother forced him to eat.
Yeah. Oh, I'm like that. I used to be like that with Brussels sprouts, and I love them. It's so weird.
They have to be fresh and roasted. And
I like them now
with crap
roasted.
Roasted with olive oil and bacon.
Shots of prune juice for all. I was like,
God.
Shots of.
So that's where we are with laxatives.
Okay.
One, because they're saying the GLP-1
That's tea. That's some tea.
And then also because people are using them to mimic GLP-1 medications. Wow.
Dried fruit, period, makes you go, just let you know.
Oh, really?
Really?
Good to know. I like dried fruit. I need some more calories. That's a good idea.
Okay.
I like dried apricots. Okay. Good to know.
Cool.
Taco Bell. Laxatives in their food. Not sure how much truth there is in that. Maybe that's why there's a shortage.
It's not speculating. It's like there's oats in the meat. Like there's.
So is that what it is? Or do they want you to go potty so then you're hungry for more Taco Bell and you come back and get more Taco Bell?
It's not all meat. I hear it's like oat and some other like high fiber like grain.
I have to take this break.
Yeah, I don't know how.
Husband, I know you're watching. Could you please come get this dog? She's crying, and I know the world's gonna be like, "Who you hurting?" It's the dog, the little bitty white one. Could you please come get it?
Can you show
us?
Come
and get her. Oh, I'll try. Come here. Will you come here to me? No, she's just crying at the door. Beautiful. Come here. Y'all seen her before.
Oh my God, she is at the door.
The little white one.
She wants to go play with her dog whisperer brother.
Let's see if I can show.
Kratos.
You can't really get to her. Oh, well, yeah. No, she does not want to play with anybody. She does what she wants. And now she's become the car puppy, and she comes to us take Warren to school when he's it helps him transition. Like he just cuddles her and sit in the front with her. It's funny. Aww. Anyway, I hope that the hubby will come up and get her. He may pop on the screen. You get to meet him real quick if you haven't met him before. Oh, yep, there he is. Thank you.
There she goes.
Hello, baby. Thank you. Take her.
There's a
little nugget.
He's like,
she's gone. She's like,
I'm out.
Y'all ever seen her? I should do a TikTok with her. She's a mess.
Look,
yes, puppy dogs. I have 4. Out. I'm crazy. Yes.
And
what other tea you got? More tea?
The last thing, because that.
Now remember, we missed last week. So there's some people that may not know about any last week tea. If you got last week tea,
what? Well, you know what?
Did you break some stuff?
Well, oh yeah.
You said that Manjaro doesn't like it, or that Eli Lilly doesn't like that I have my Midwestern accent and I call it Manjaro.
Oh yeah, not the Manjaro.
I cannot. I got Southern and Midwest twang.
So this morning, as I was coming to from being sick, I'm on Facebook. I'm on Meta. Yeah. I see the ad for Mounjaro.
Mounjaro.
So I take a screenshot of it because they pretty much go through all of the side effects very slowly. It is rolling. And I sent a screenshot in our group text and I said, Kat, Eli Lilly is tired of you mispronouncing Mounjaro.
Too bad.
And they literally had it spelled out phonetically.
Yeah.
It's spelled out phonetically in my box. I still don't pronounce it correctly.
You get the way you say it the way you say it. And then remember, did you guys see Dave's
backpack? I mean, it's just
backpack. Yeah, Dave has one where he used to call it when he first started moon jar. That's why it's man on the moon.
Right.
That's why and then he realized that he wasn't saying it right, and he's like,
I mean, you're okay.
you know, he did a video about it.
Yes,
It was
I
really funny.
probably do drive them insane if they see my TikToks. Like,
Oh yeah,
So-
you know who's that girl with the Manjaro?
If you look at a pen, you see how it has those things
It's
that
a
look like mountain peaks.
Oh, are you on 12.5 now, JT?
I
Dang.
am on 12.5.
Oh, how you feeling? It's intense.
I am feeling okay now. After the first injection,
Yeah.
the day after, I was woman down. I'm like,
It's
what
intense.
the heck?
Yeah.
And
I
was
like
really
it.
good.
I mean, it's a good intense.
Right.
But I haven't been able to get enough nutrients, and that concerns me because
But now my body's got used to it. My doctor moved me to 12.5 because I'm so close to my goal weight, which I have always said has been 150. And it doesn't have to be that. I know I did my, recap today, and Kelsey kind of said the same thing, where it's like, where do you feel comfortable? And what weight can you comfortably maintain? That is very important, because you don't want to get to a weight where you're white knuckling it just to maintain it.
Hungry all the time.
And so I was like, hey, if my body has reached this set point and we're not going any further, this is where we are. However, I came in at 156.6 today. Last week I was at 160. So
oh wow, that's a big difference.
Yeah. So it's kind of like,
hey, I know I've been moving pretty good on 12.5. Well, on the scale. The other thing, not so much.
Did you have cupcakes Sunday?
What?
Did you have cupcakes too? See, look at that.
I did.
Balancing your life. She's having cupcakes and losing 4 pounds.
You see what happens.
Special cat cupcakes. Did you put protein? Did you put some devotion protein powder in that cat? Speaking of, we have something cool planned. If you're still here.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, so
we have segments, but we got to finish our tea time first.
Look, so that right there is pretty much it. We Wegovy, the lower dosages 0.25, 0.5, and 1. They are on shortage until
Hi,
Dave.
We were just talking about you.
Yeah, I know. They are on shortage until God knows how long.
That's what they said. Like what, next year?
Yeah, it's gonna be 24.
Minimum.
My sister's going up to 1.7. Quick.
I'm thinking it's until probably like February. Seriously, it's. I mean, bless their hearts. I just don't know what they're doing. You're on 12.5. Wait a minute, what? Look,
Dave's here.
12.5.
Hi, Dave. Hi, bro. How are you? Yeah. And also, other than that, right there is all I have for.
That's the tea for this week.
Yeah. We didn't have any tea last week, but
no tea last week.
No.
Yeah,
but
that's okay. Yeah.
But
the
I
laxative
think that
one was
the
pretty
shortage
funny.
of laxatives
was
like
that laxative one was pretty funny. That was a funny tea.
But it's true. But it's true.
Make some kale greens. Drink some hot liquor.
Girl, listen.
It's not liquor, people who are not in the South. It's the juice
from liquor.
Yeah.
Pot liquor is the juice
from your greens.
From greens like collard greens, kale. Let me tell you, you will be cleaned out from the rooter
it's like
to the
soup and like savory soup or something. I don't even know. It's so good.
From the rooter to the tutor. And trust you do not want to go too far from the house after you drink some pot liquor, because
it's going to eat a dragon fruit.
You out from the upper intestine.
That's what we need to do.
And the lower intestine.
Guys, we should have some sort of like weird pot liquor campaign on TikTok where we're like, you don't need dragon fruit anymore. You just make some greens and drink the juice. You know, you do it.
Pull out your
my
I'll pull out my pressure cooker. I'll make some greens. I'll drink the juice.
Listen,
there you go.
I will get some.
I'm coming over
tomorrow.
Rooter to the tutor.
I will.
You're here first, friends. The rooter to the tutor.
I will clean them and I will cook them, because I cook mine on top of the stove and I use smoked turkey.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something.
Yeah.
You will be cleaned out and you will feel lighter.
Yeah. I like
and
it.
it gives you
I
so
want to be
many, like,
cleaned out.
iron, vitamin
That sounds
C,
really
all
weird.
your
Yes.
essentials. It is so nutritious for you.
It
It's
is.
so
It
funny
is.
when people come into our lives that are like kind of new and they'll be like, oh, I know I'm saying I don't poop and I'm sorry. That's probably TMI. I'm like, welcome.
But stuff,
This is
Honey.
where we talk about poop here. If you
Right.
can't, this isn't the life for you.
Right,
We
right.
talk about poop. It's
Yeah.
essential.
just don't do
stuff.
butt
Well,
stuff
you have
after
to do
you
it.
consumed your pot liquor. No,
Yeah,
no squats.
No butt stuff after
No
pot
Mm-mm.
liquor. New
Mm-mm.
hashtag.
Girl,
New
And
hashtag.
don't drink it too late at night.
No.
You wake up at 3 a.m. with.
I feel like you need a top 3 things to do if you want to use pot liquor. You know, oh, hey, look, Sabrina got a friend.
Hey, Katarina.
Hey. You need the recipe. Kat, that's what. Oh, gotta go into your segment. Okay.
Kat.
So, first things first, we have to do bean footage for our newest sponsor.
First things first, I'm the realist.
Okay. We just had to, I need reactions before I move on.
I love that.
Was that good? So
I
first of
love
all,
it.
Sabrina, do you like it?
Lydia
I love it.
made that.
bomb.
Lydia
Yeah.
and Kat made that. I mean,
I
I
love
wrote the content, but you know, because together, right? But Kat's voiceover and special content too, and Lydia did the design and the putting it all together. Isn't that so good? I know, right?
Yeah.
I like had to make sure I give her praise because it's super good, and like I know it wasn't easy. So
Quite talented team. We're going to branch off and do stuff. Right
now we have a segment, Kat, and even though we have our cute little segment thing, like I would love for you to describe what we're about to see. Tell us.
I got this idea to add more. Well, you know what? Because I got my new tub of buttery blend protein powder from Devotion.
Buttery.
Devotion, holler at us because
Yeah, Devotion. Do you want to be a
Yeah.
sponsor? Because Kat is
Devotion
pro
Pro-
you. Yeah,
Devotion.
Kat is obsessed with Devotion.
the buttery one. Yeah,
Yeah,
Butter, because I can put it in my grits and
more speed.
pasta. But you'll see what I add here because
She'll be back.
Pasta. And just FYI, I preface this everything. I'm in my workout clothes with my apron on, and
That's okay. I mean, that's like that's
Does
super
Kat just
your
walk
persona.
around? Does she
Like
walk around and
cooking
her
in your
bra?
workout clothes. That's
Yeah.
perfect.
I have that tank top on.
Yeah. There you go. Ready? All right, ready? This is going to
All right,
be.
here we go.
We will have stuff for
I'll
you
have
after.
more.
Just in the meantime, don't feel like you have to rush and write things down. We're cool. But ready? Here we go.
Well, hello there.
Come.
Well, hello there. I am going to make my version. I got this version from Kroger. If you're in the South, Kroger grocery stores, or you know what I mean. I got this recipe in the mail for a pumpkin pasta carbonara. You know I love the pumpkin. As much as I love Prince, I love the pumpkin about second best. So let's give it a shot. I'm gonna add some protein, do little tweaks, and let's see if it tastes good. And if it tastes good, then you get to see it. Yeah. Oh. Okay, so here are the ingredients. Yes, bacon. Don't skimp on bacon. 1/4 cup of egg whites. I have fat-free half and half. The recipe called for regular half and half, but you know, we getting fine and fit for this Q4 pumpkin season, so fat-free half and half. I am adding Devotion Buttery Blend. It makes everything delicious, and I have made a Devotion Buttery Blend macaroni and cheese recipe before, and it came out fantastic. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with the cream and the buttery blend. All right? And also, of course, pumpkin. Hello. This one calls for a cup of pumpkin. Okay. And over here, it did call for 1/2 cup of Parmesan cheese, but I have a bunch of these little packets sitting around in the refrigerator because I don't use them in my salad bags or the salad mixes that I get. So I think about 2 of these from a Caesar salad mix will be about 1/2 cup. Pasta, I'm going to use this penne pasta. I'll figure out the measurements of how much I need, but I'm using penne. Let's go. Hydration break. Okay, so I'm gonna take the half and half and put it in the bowl. Like so. And I'm adding the buttery blend protein. We're gonna protein up this dish. And now, okay, come through, frother. Okay. All right, pop the bacon into my toaster oven air fryer. The recipe calls for 4 slices of thick cut, but this is like extra super duper thick cut bacon, or I said thick butt. You know what? Thick butt bacon it is. I put it in the air fryer for 20 minutes on 450. So what I added was the creamer and the buttery blend mixture, the pumpkin, generously peppered this thing, okay? Because we season our food. I'd like to maintain my attendee status to cookouts, and also the egg whites. And then we just whip it. I realize it looks like Prince is like, oh. Okay, so it looks a little thick for me. We like thick, but I mean, it looks a little thick for me. So I'm gonna add a little more half and half because that buttery blend did kind of give it a thickening to it. So let's see what happens. Okay, it looks a lot better to me. All right, perfect color. Oh yeah. Let's go check on the thick butt bacon. All right, we're almost there. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Here we go. The recipe doesn't call for any other extra seasonings, but my cookout status cannot be revoked. So I'm putting little dried basil leaves in here. I have some fresh basil growing outside on my porch, so I'll slice them up and put them on top as a garnish. But I gotta put a little flavor in here. You know, just got to. Just like that. Okay, I dumped the pasta and the cheese in, and I gotta take a moment to cook more bacon because my husband came down and snatched my 3 slices of thick butt bacon. Okay, I added more cheese. I needed a little bit more. And then I cut up some basil from my little plant. I wouldn't even call it a garden. And I think it needs some garlic, so hold on. Okay, now I'm adding some garlic from when I infused olive oil yesterday. So these cloves have been cooked in olive oil for about 2 hours on 200, so they're super duper soft. I don't think I should use all of them because it might be a little too garlicky. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Oh, you can smell it. All right. Thick butt bacon, and it goes. Ooh, it smells so good. All right. All right, so I'm just gonna have to taste it. I want like a lot of basil in mine. I can't eat a whole bowl because I gotta go train. I gotta go lift weights. Okay, so I'm back from my training session. I pumped some iron and I'm hungry. And I'm gonna try my pasta carbonara. So here's what I did. I did some things to it. Here's what it looks like. It's freaking delicious. But here's what I did. My feedback for this recipe, and I'll post it. My feedback for this recipe is add a little cinnamon because it is pumpkin, and just a little seasoning. A little cinnamon. Don't skimp on the garlic. I went back in and put more garlic powder in. The oil infused garlic cloves that were really soft. I have a few of those in here too. It helps, I think, kind of make up for the lack of butter. But in any case, my feedback for this Kroger recipe that I found is more basil, more salt, add a little more salt. There's not as much cheese as the original recipe called for, and there's no butter in it. The buttery blend protein powder really helped. It added a little bit of sweetness to the pumpkin, so it's really tasty. So let me know, guys, what you think. If you make any adjustments to it, doctor it. I love to doctor up a recipe, especially with adding more protein, less fat, things like that. Also, you can add chicken breast to this. I did this plate. I would also wilt a little spinach and put it on here as well. It gets you some iron and some vitamin C in it too. So enjoy.
How cute was that? I love it.
Thick butt
Cooking
bacon.
with cats. I love that. Thick
That
butt
was so
bacon is
cute,
your
Kat.
the new hashtag. That looked really good, Kat.
It did.
I was like,
Delicious.
thank you. And yes, I did say add more cheese because we have protein goals.
I might
Isn't that good, guys?
add more buttery blend.
Cheese.
Yes,
I'll
adorbs.
keep on tweaking it.
I love it. I love it. See,
I love that cat.
This is all.
And we season our food because I don't want to have my cookout ticket revoked.
Exactly. Because we will revoke your cookout ticket. You can watch from the car, but you can't participate.
I love it. I love it. All right, we did all of our bean footage, didn't we? I have to make sure. I have to check off all the things. We did all our things.
So.
I don't think I have a speculating. I've speculated a lot lately, don't you think? Is there anything I need to speculate about? This is my segment. Oh my goodness.
I love that. I love it.
Y'all know how I do. I guess I have something. I mean, I feel like we might have already done this before, but you know how I feel about repeating. That's how I get people to sing along. I think that they have said that they won't use vials in this country, but I feel like that insulin comes in vials. And so I feel like they will. That's my opinion. And on the call, they kind of talked about both sides of their butt per Dave. They kind of said both things. I think if they do an obesity version of the medication when Eli Lilly gets it approved, I think that it will either be the vials, an interim, okay, while they're getting the new brand launch, which I think will be the multi-dose pen for the obesity version. I think they'll separate it because they're having that. If you think about it, if demand is going to increase, you're going to have an increase for type 2, right? Because they're going to be on more formularies. You're going to have it increase for obesity, and you're already having problems with the pens just being able to meet the current demand, right? So if you're going to have it on more formularies, I think that's what you got to do. That's my opinion. I want a vial. You do?
They're much more affordable.
It's much more affordable. But here's the thing. It's not that it's more affordable. I think that's what they'll do. So I think they're going to come out. Here's my opinion. I think by the holidays, before the holidays start, I'm getting approval. It'll be like, huzzah, yay, yay, right? And then I think they'll say, this is all my speculating, y'all. That's why the intro. They'll say, yay, here we are. Well, because vials are likely very affordable for them, and they'll offer some sort of coupon for like $200 or something. It'll sound like amazing because everybody's been like fiending for it because we're all been sick and we just want to get better. It's not like we're drug addicts. We're just freaking sick people that want medicine. And so people will be wanting it, right? And then they'll have the vials, but the margins we already know on compound, which come in vials, are killer, right? Mm-hmm. They're killer. That's why you see people that can charge $100 and make a profit on like semaglutide, no vials for me.
No vials for me. Yeah.
But if you can't, here's the thing. I like the pen. Oh, you don't need the pen. You need the medicine. But you do the pen. We want the pen. Right? There's a very big difference between want and need, especially with like the marketing. Like at the end of the day, like the marketing is very, very good. I talk about it all the time about how good their go-to-market is. It's brilliant. Like, I like the pen too. And if I had to choose between the two, I would choose the pen because I don't want to monkey with any of that stuff, which is why people like it. But I think that that's what they're going to do. And that'll be the gap, right? So they'll offer a coupon or people can get the vial version or maybe the multi-pen. I feel like the vial. I feel like that's going to be the stopgap. Because that's what they need, right? By the time they launch the new Barbaro, I've decided it's called Bariatric Manjaro, Barbaro. You're welcome.
Jeezy.
You're welcome. They're gonna call it Barbaro. And Barbaro will be launched. Have you seen them? Oh my gosh. Dave has like a list of all the ones they've done recently and like all the ones they filed for. They're all trash. They're all straight trash. Barbaro is better. I'm sorry.
They're just
at least mine
really
makes sense.
bad. I mean,
It
like
sounds like a
all
dessert,
bad.
like a Bavarian or
Barbaro.
Bavarian
all
like
of those names
Treat
were
your
like
obesity like it was meant
terrible.
to be treated. Barbaro.
yeah, with a Bavarian pastry, Bavaro.
Yeah, that's it, right?
That's what it sounds
So
like to me.
Barbaro, which
Well, they
rolls
may
off
not
the
want
baba
to
tongue.
reference
Yes,
food.
I think that's what they're going to do. I think
It
that
makes me
it's not
think
going to be
of-
called that. It'll be called whatever
I'm
stupid
just
ass name they come up
saying.
with. But that's what but because we don't know what it's going to be called, in my speculation, we are calling it Barbaro, which is bariatric Manjaro. And I think what they'll do is they'll launch in Barbaro next year, but they'll give you tirzepatide like for the stopgap so that people can get their medication now. They'll launch the new brand. They'll have it on formularies. All the things will fall in place, but they need something in between. And they can't be like just giving out their very expensive pens to the obesity base when they're trying to meet the diabetic demand. That's what I think. It's my opinion. And I think that the people who already have everything approved that are on insurance, like it's already like for me, for example, like my insurance covers it. So I think that for me, like they would do the pen, unless my insurance changes. And then, oh, don't worry about it. We've got a coupon for you. It's only $200 because we are the saviors.
Right.
And that's when you will get the vials or maybe the multi-dose pen. I don't know. I don't know.
But it makes sense for them to rebrand it though, because
of course they're going to rebrand.
I never believed that they were just going to keep it. I'm like, heck no. It like has to have its own identity, even though it'll be the same. Yeah. I also think, even though they're saying it's not going to be an increase in dosage, I think they have to increase it.
I don't know. I mean, that's the thing is I had heard different things. So Dave and I had talked about it because that's what we do.
Have a good day, Barbaro.
Yeah. Barbaro.
Read below, JT, read it.
You can say it during the
Barbaro by now.
Barbaro. I love it.
So look at me like.
That's what it's called. They just need to pay me now for it. And then I'll fund the podcast for the next 5 years. That's what it is, Barbaro. So I think that's what's going to happen. That's my speculation, is that they will have the vials. They will make it available short term in the States because why get it FDA approved? I'm just saying.
Well, Kim, while you're speculating,
what should we do?
We're all getting close to New Year's resolutions. We're Q4. We're gonna. I think this might be their perfect timing.
Oh yeah, it's brilliant.
Get everybody on their diet.
Everybody's about to go into. Look, everybody's about to go into their diets, New Year's resolutions. Yep.
So while Kim was speculating, I forgot. So and it was kind of confirmed what Bourbon and I had heard.
Yeah.
So we had heard this summer
JT
that Eli Lilly was already forming the sales teams for this new weight loss indication, right?
Sure.
Which it totally tracked.
I promise you, they were building that team a year ago.
So even though people came out and said they're not building the team, yes,
they
were. You know why they were? Because Bourbon broke it today. The sales teams meet next month.
Of course they do. Interesting timing, no?
You know that the
next month, as in October.
JT?
Interesting timing.
And remember, you only meet when you've already been working, because that'll be a little too much labor because the work is done really before the meetings. You're just coming together.
They're definitely already doing it.
So all of this had already been in the works, which Bourbon and I had already heard. I had already got this, and I was like, no, that's not right. They already were forming that back in June.
Yes, before that. I promise you, before that. Before they even submitted it. Yeah. 100%.
And
It's a
Remember,
massive multi-billion-dollar organization. I work for one. I'm telling you, like, we plan this shit a year
a
before.
year,
Yeah.
way out.
2 years before.
Remember when the news broke that Lilly already submitted. They had submitted almost a month prior.
Yeah.
Studies already in everything.
Yeah.
It was already done.
Done.
Already done. So it'll be interesting to see. And I just got a text message.
Oh, what does it say? Is the PDUFA date? We need the PDUFA date.
Look, so I am going to be finding out more about this little puppy, but someone just sent to me, they were like, and someone just wrote me, they said they went to the pharmacy using self-pay and using the, like, I guess the
voucher
card that takes it down to $500, right?
Yeah.
Said that they tried to use the new coupon and it has stopped working and they can't get it for $5.75 anymore.
Really? Tell them to use the voucher. Tell them to go to Walmart.
Right. So
$4.50.
So that's why I told them you need to go to Walmart. They have a voucher, but I said, but before you leave, you need to find out why.
Yeah. There's always a reason why. Yeah. There's always.
You need to tell me why.
Something's coming. And I think a lot of people, like David, he's even said, like, hey, it's great that we'll have the thing. Like, it'll be like vindication and yay, and it's available. But like, he's like, it's not going to be on formularies right away. And I'm not going to have access to it, right? But I think we will because of the vials. That's what I think.
Well, I think it's definitely going to be more expensive. The thing is, and I agree with Dave 100%. And I had already said, yes, it is very, and Eli Lilly is determined to move the needle on obesity. And my money is on Eli Lilly.
Yeah, me too.
But
we all agree, like, masterful.
I think it's going to be like Mounjaro. You know how insurance companies are, they're not going to cover something until it's been out at least a year, even if it's proven effective.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I feel like they will now, though, because this is a second indication, right? Like, and they have all the data. They have all the, it's gonna. Well, if you think about it, and this is what I get so pissed off at people, and even though I don't have the crime and punishment thing, I'm gonna crime and punishment real quick. When people say, why don't you just go take, Wegovy and get off my Ozempic, leave my Ozempic alone, kind of stuff. When they came to market, right, they came with the indication that that's what's getting approved here. It's not new medicine. It's an indication. They decided they're going to rebrand and charge a bunch of money for it. People can't help that their insurance company has carve-outs for weight loss. And because this is clearly in the wrong class, there shouldn't be a weight management class. There should be a fucking obesity class. It's absolutely insane that we haven't changed this yet. I mean, it doesn't shock me, but it's still stupid, And that's the problem, is that, like, people think, oh, well, you're taking my... No, it's the same damn medicine. Technically, Ozempic is the one that's been approved for weight management. They just rebranded it and charged more. And I think exactly what's going to happen with MJ. They're going to rebrand and they're going to charge more. But I think to justify that, though, they're going to have the increased dose. So, like, back what you were saying. So I made that post where I was just asking some people, like, what do you think? And someone said they were testing up to 30 milligrams in the studies. I had like 3 people say that they had read that they had tested up to 30 milligrams in the studies. I don't know if they'll come up with a 20 or like, because I mean, that's all you think about it. Like, well, Victoza went up quite a bit to Saxenda. So Victoza ends at 1.8 and then Saxenda ends at 3, and then Ozempic ends at 2 and then Wegovy is at 2.4, so that's not that much more, so I'm wondering if it's just be a little bit more, be a lot more for several doses, like way Victoza did to Saxenda, or if we're just going to get like one up.
I think it's going to go to at least 25 because
that's a lot.
I'll
never make it.
Right, but think of the people that are in the morbidly or obese category that are.
I mean, I'm in that category.
That are getting bariatric surgery results with the medication.
Yeah, for sure. I hope everybody tries it first before they do surgery. But I know that a lot of people are getting. That's what pisses me off too. Another crime and punishment.
Cheaper than surgery. But
yes, but that's the thing is like, well, it's technically cheaper, like short term, but it's longer term not. But I don't know. We're gonna have an episode soon, and I'm trying to decide if I want to call it "Eat Bitch" or not. Like, I feel like I probably shouldn't, but I'm gonna eat. I know, babe. I know, but a lot of myself included don't. I need to
I can't
eat.
stop. I was hungry as hell
Brandy
today.
is going to be on
But
that
that's how
episode.
you lose, though.
Yeah.
It's
But
like
you eat less, but you
I
don't
lost
not
like
eat
4
like.
pounds in 1 week.
I know it's crazy.
I don't know.
That was a lot of. Was
I'm
really
still like a little kid over here. I'm like, no one can eat, but I can.
Are you eating now? Are you eating now more than you were? But you're on 15 now, though.
I'm on 15. The wall still like it. I can't do the same damage, but I can still man. Like
Really?
I'm making a cake order, and there were golden Oreos like I dip in chocolate. Yeah, I housed a few. I slipped and fell and accidentally had some.
Definitely.
I had to take the remainder and put upstairs. So you know how like when you get like the creepy I want sugar. That was there. I had to take that bag and put it upstairs in my husband's office because he's got better self-control. I was like, listen, I can't.
Everybody's body is different. Kat may just need more.
Though.
Could be the carbohydrate craving from.
I think it's because you work out so much, Kat. I'm so curious. Like, I feel like you have to have more calories than the average person because you exercise so much. You know,
it's the weight
I don't
training.
Want surgery, Dr.
The weight training.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like you. I mean, just in general, your body's like, we need more calories.
Sugar too. Yeah, sugar is great.
I always want sugar. I don't.
Look,
I can't even, y'all. I've had this since the beginning. I can't, and I need the caffeine. Like
sugar in moderation, and I went to Chick-fil-A today.
Well, I did have some chocolate earlier.
Look,
I did have some chocolate.
Chick-fil-A chocolate chip cookies.
Oh yeah.
I had one.
I really want to try that sandwich, but it's got all the gluten in the land. But I really do want to try that Chick-fil-A sandwich.
God, you've got to try.
Is it on the worth it list? Because they're pretty much just Red Lobster, Cheddar Bay biscuits are the only thing on my worth it list to get sick for.
But you know,
I have the gluten issues.
Gosh, Kim, I'm gonna. You know what? I'll do that next week.
You done your
I have. I'm working on a proteiny Cheddar Bay biscuit hack. So.
Ooh.
Hey, well, I did get a, the Red Lobster does have a gluten-free version and they're almost as good. I made like a pot pie with it. It was very tasty.
Ooh.
I'm a casserole person.
I love
like I put shove on. I love
in the Midwest. I don't know why you had, they call them hot
it's dishes. Because my mom grew up with nothing. So we're casserole people. Like we're
inexpensive casserole and everything in the fridge.
Let me tell you, like rice and tomatoes,
that's definitely
Underwood deviled ham. Like, I mean, she had nothing. So we were told to be thankful for every morsel. And it wasn't a bad lesson. It's just when you're predisposed to obesity, and stress and all the things.
Cheddar Bay biscuit. Protein Cheddar Bay. I'll do it.
Cheddar Bay biscuit. Yeah. I would love to know what a protein Cheddar Bay biscuit is.
Please do.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
I got to tweak that recipe.
It's pretty good. I would you should try the GF, or see what's in the GF one, but I mean, the ones that I made, I was like, oh my God. Because those are on my list. They are good. I cannot say I only eat 2, but still.
Listen, but Chick-fil-A has gluten-free buns.
And
or you're not a fan?
Look, or you can get, if you don't want the fried filet, you can get the honey pimento cheese sandwich with grilled chicken.
I'm open to that. I would give that a try. My only thing with their grilled chicken is it's all like, have you guys ever seen how they make like chicken nuggets, like the stuff that they make them with?
They're brined, right? I know they're brined.
Yeah. Have you seen like it's not just grind. They're like,
they're
like made into a paste and then like made into
talk about like regular McDonald's ones. It's the whole entire.
But like, no, legitimately, Chick-fil-A's is the same thing. Chick-fil-A's is the same thing. They're. It's not like a breast.
Raising Cane's doesn't.
I don't believe that either. I think they all do. They just all have the special sauce. That's right. We're speculating with Kim again.
Raising
on Chick-fil-A
Cane's doesn't. And there was an article saying that Raising Cane's is moving closer to the perimeter.
Oh, I'm curious. I want to go try it. We should have like a plus sides event and like go there and try it. I would do it. Speaking of plus sides events. So, okay, here's what's going to happen. There is a small community event for about 20 people or so going on in Nashville. So I'm going to go there and we're going to record like all these different people. And then what else do we have coming, JT?
Well, I think my cat. Okay,
it's just
so
our people.
Yes. Okay, so Sabrina, Are you ready? So you are going to be one of the first to hear, and all of everyone in the live chat, the plus size is having a holiday soiree.
We are here in Atlanta.
In Atlanta, we're having an Atlanta.
We're working on sponsors. We need sponsors.
I'm coming in from it. I'll come in. I mean,
I'm having an Atlanta meetup.
I'll absolutely come in for it.
It's gonna be fun.
Where are you, Sabrina?
Chicago, suburb of Chicago. But my
Chicago.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, you know, that's my
family's
Chicago.
up there. My sister's incoming.
Yeah. Oh, so am I.
Yeah, my sister's incoming, and my mom and dad are out there. So I'm coming, y'all.
I love it. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a whole thing. We're gonna work with. We have a couple special doctors that we're talking to. You may know them, who are considering helping us out, which is great. And I will do whatever I can do to make that happen. So that'll be good. And then we were thinking, like, JT was like, what about a gift basket? Like all these cool things. Like, we're gonna make it a whole thing, and we got a lot to do in a very short amount of time. So yeah, but it'll be good. And we'll sell merch there and stuff too. So like, if you want to support the plus size, you can.
We've got an Atlanta meetup.
Atlanta meetup.
Yes!
Yeah.
That's
got
amazing.
so many.
That hurt.
Yes. Yeah. I know. It's going to be so cool. We
and-
like set the date, so it's got to happen now.
Look, and the AT alien will make a special appearance.
Oh, yes. We had to have our mascot, the AT alien, from the very
The
beginning.
AT alien will make a special appearance.
He has been quiet. I don't know. Like,
I'm gonna take him
I
on
hear
my
they're
100
aliens,
mile
like, for
ride.
real now.
I'll take
I
him
love
to
it.
Wine Festival in Sewanee.
So I have a question.
Sewanee. Yeah. Question. Answer.
So do you guys remember when Miss B just did a video not that long ago where she said GLP roll call, and then you had to say who your 3 people were, right?
Yeah.
I'm curious, who are yours?
Oh my gosh.
Mine.
There's so many.
So I'm gonna cheat. Okay. So mine are like you guys, the plus size is 1, right?
Yeah.
The second one would be Dave. Man,
yeah, Dave.
Like I've learned so much from
Dave,
from both like this and from TikTok and YouTube. And the third for me would be Miss Keisha Dixon. I learned quite a bit from her.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, those would be my 3. But I'm curious,
awesome.
who would you guys pick?
Oh, you're gonna put me in a hot spot.
Well, I know Rachel was
everybody knows Rachel. Like,
Rachel.
I'm very clear about that.
Yeah.
I mean, Lori was a big one for me.
Yeah.
Like Lori, she's not on as much anymore because she's lost 100 pounds, and she's like, it turns out she's got a life that she wants to live. And I mean, she does. She just, I don't think it gets served up to us a lot, but Lori was a big one for me because Lori, like, I remember this. I have this one video. I probably took it down because it was really vulnerable, but she was like, listen, like, it was when the lucky third girl thing was going around. And she was like, hey, I know that the lucky girl thing is kind of weird, but like, just look in the mirror. Dang it, you're gonna make me cry. She was like, just say, like, I am losing weight every single day and getting healthier every single day, and I'm gonna do it, and I'm lucky, and I'll do it again tomorrow, or something like that. And it was just like this mantra, and she was like, just repeat it every day. It was really hard to believe that then, but I'm looking back now, and yeah, I am a lucky girl. Like, it's true. And we all are very blessed to be able to take these medications that unfortunately are very much geared towards the elite right now. And that's not right. Yeah. It's not okay. But yeah, I think Lori, I love Michelle Sass because she makes me laugh my ass off. Like, she's just, and she does all different kinds of things, like her comedy. And I think those are probably like the 3 that I could think of, but God, I have so many. Like, Gabby was one of the first people that said to me when I was like, I'm so worried. Like, I can't eat. And then the day of my shot, I was like, I'm so hungry. And she's like, I love those days. I plan a nice meal around those days. And I was like, negative into a positive, like stuff like that. Like, there are just, I have a bunch that are like that. Like Brenda, like all her walks, and like I just have so many, especially like the OG ones that just in the moment of darkness and shame and like trying to come out and be your best person, somebody says the one thing to you that you needed to hear, and it changes everything. It changes everything.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
How about you, JT? Do you have like main ones? Who are your main squeezes other than me?
The way she did it, hold on, she went.
I know, right?
Oh, man, Dave and Manjaro, exactly. That's right. That's Dave.
So my top 3 when I started in the dead of winter was the first creator that I followed was here on YouTube was Man on the Manjaro.
Yeah.
We go back like babies and pacifiers. And
Hey, Mariah. Sorry.
Like babies and pacifiers.
Hey. Oh my gosh. Made me cry. My nose run.
ODB. And yes. And Mariah. Yeah. But it would have to be Man on the Manjaro. And then when I got to TikTok, the first person that popped up was Sabrina on Manjaro.
Mm-hmm. And I love little Sabrina. Little Sabrina, right?
Yes. Yeah. Little short Sabrina. Yeah. And then the third
she's
one
little to me now, but
yeah, I know, right?
When I met her, she was little, so I don't know.
Yeah. She popped up and I was just like, okay. And the third one was actually Sade. They popped up and I was like, oh, okay. And then of course, other creators followed. I mean, Kim, Delante, Rachel, but Rachel was right there with Sade, but Rachel is already mentioned. And so you got a little bit of something from everyone, but those were the 3 that I started out with.
Those are your big ones. Mm-hmm. What about you, Kat? You were in the closet.
Like
Kat's kitty cat.
Like she's not. It's so funny because Kim wrote in a little comment, no shrinking. Like, yeah, I'm hellified, not shrinking. Actually,
like you were watching your video.
Was I?
You were watching your video and you were like this.
Oh, I was reading the
comments. I was like, no shrinking.
No,
okay. No shrinking.
I was reading the comments. I'm like, you know what? One of them is Kim. I started taking Manjaro. It was Kim. Because I was so shy about it. I was closeted about it. I thought that I was cheating, so I'm going to be judged. And then Kim was so loud about it.
And blame Rachel.
I was like, well, why?
Blame Rachel.
I'm loud too. And
I know you're loud. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a trauma response. I swear to God.
It is a trauma response.
It's got to be. But in any case,
it is.
Kim's. I was like, well, yes, I am on Team Kim. Kim is. I'm gonna start being loud. So I was real quiet. I was on TikTok watching like fart jokes and.
Me too. If you go back and look at my earlier TikToks, I just sing songs. Like it's not even, and not like well. I just sing them because
doing the stupid stuff.
Because 2020.
So it was Kim, and I'm like, and I'd worked with Kim. I knew Kim.
We know each other. We're friends.
Family. All of Kim's friends are my friends.
That's right. I know. Like,
it was really, why am I being so quiet about this? And I started talking about Manjaro.
It's funny though. I still don't always take out my mug. Like I've had our mug. I don't know why. I'm all over the internet now. Like everybody, like, you know what I mean? Like, why? I'm proud of this. Why would I? But my automatic response is,
it is.
But they're out there and they may say things.
Yeah.
It's because I'm smushy. I get my feelings hurt easy.
Right. I'm starting to like not care about that.
I take mine on the plane. Mine was
I bet you do.
In Europe.
I take it to my training sessions. You know what? I'm getting derailed. Okay, you know what? No, table that ADD, and we're going to talk about the second one. When I started taking it and stopped getting so like quiet about it, Lee was
Lee's going to be on our show.
Yeah. Lee reminds me of my high school BFF, Will. Like the goofiness and everything. So I'm like, maybe that could be like, it's my friend Will.
My hubby says he's ready for 25 milligrams. Oh my goodness.
Good
25
Lord.
milligrams.
25
Gravy.
milligrams.
25 milligrams will
I
take
don't
me
know
out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it would take
you know
me
what?
out.
Maybe my
12.5 is taking me out.
Yeah. 15. I'm still like, where the cake at?
Well, I mean, I think that's
But
okay. Like it's about control, right? Like it's about I've had to, as long as you can gear shift. I feel like that's the thing. Like
I don't I don't want like 3 slices versus,
and that's okay. Like
I want one.
have your fucking cake. Like life is short. Eat dessert first.
A lot.
You know?
But I also think sometimes the snacking is because I'm in this office working and I'm like, oh, work sucks, and I want to go. So
yeah, for sure. Yeah,
I think I'm gonna start when it's not the equator outside. Start taking walks.
I followed Rosie on TikTok and saw Kim through her. Oh, I had no idea what GLP-1s had burst into dear. Oh my god, Rhea.
Right?
Yeah,
Kim made us loud.
Rosie helped us get loud. Oh yeah, Sabrina Manjaro. That's right, Sabrina Manjaro. Yeah, and Annie. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna get to meet Sabrina and Annie and everybody in a couple weeks. Yeah.
Who I followed. Actually, I can't. I feel like if I don't say everybody, like I'm not being.
It's gonna be fine. These are our people.
I like following Amanda A. Short stuff. She's very encouraging.
Amanda Short? Yeah, I love Amanda Short. Yeah, she's awesome. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, there's so many. Like, you know, and like even Kim, that's been on our show. She always gave really very good, like legitimately when I'm getting my dialers ready and I'm gonna call the pharmacies in the land during the Ozempic shortage and like figure out where things are. Like Kim, she did a video one time where she was like, "This is how you do it," and it was like perfect. And I do it every time, and I get my medicine. You catch more flies with honey than you do vinegar. That's right, Kim.
I like her dances when she's like, in the kitchen.
Oh, I love Kim's dances. Yeah, Terry has a good dance too. Yeah. I love the dances. I miss we don't see. Oh, and Susan. I love Susan.
Oh,
Susan's
I love Susan.
Already had hers. Oh, I'm gonna meet Susan. Susan's gonna be on our live when I'm in Nashville.
I heart her.
I love
her.
her.
I like watching Candace be a beast in her.
Candace super sweet. Yep. Oh, what are you doing?
Oh, we got an appearance today. Is that Mountain Dew, sir?
No, not that.
This is the John. This is
the
that
Mountain Dew.
That was a Mountain Dew.
Let me tell you, he does drink it, but it is a fraction of what he used to drink.
Yeah, no. I used to work with John. John would have like 5 2-liters.
Oh, am I getting judged by my Mountain Dew?
No.
This is the only one I've had today. I haven't even opened it.
They can't hear you. You're not near the mic.
Oh, I can.
Pat, I haven't even opened it. It hasn't been opened.
So what do you guys think? Do we want a couple show? I don't know.
Yeah.
It hasn't been opened.
Drink a 2-liter a day. It was pretty.
What's she saying?
So you can't even hear. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, she's judging me.
She's saying he used to drink a 2-liter a day. He did not do that anymore. He has like maybe 2 8-ounce cans. That's it.
Yeah. Plus,
Joanna would come over
really
to the side and fuss at John for drinking.
For sure, the plus sides for me. I haven't started my GLP-1.
Welcome to the fold, Iris.
Sabrina, that was an excellent question.
He's gonna go watch Club Beavers with.
That was an excellent question.
That was such a good question. See, that was really good.
See? Oh my god.
Oh my god. Work it, John. Work it, John.
Get out. Get out now.
Uh-oh.
Get out now. You have no booty to shit. Should we get him some Judy Blues?
See?
John, I'm gonna get you some Judy Blues. They come in plus size.
That's what Warren.
I'll get you the butt lift one since you don't have a butt. It's butt lift technology. I want to tell you all about it. I'll do a video. We're gonna get one. Judy Blues.
That's I can't do diet soda because
that's true. Everybody laughed. Bye.
But yeah,
we were just asking for
dances. That's right. Facts. Yeah. So hubby very much wants to be a part of this, and I keep telling him like, it's weird. He's like, no, it's a family business. I'm like, it's not though. I don't get paid. Like, it's not though. It's not like that.
Look, yeah, but it's not. I can see
really
you.
Sherry. She said when she talks to somebody about GLP-1, she recommends this podcast.
Oh, thank you, friend.
Honestly, anytime I talk to anyone, I recommend the podcast.
Oh, thank you.
Because there's just so much value in
thank you.
Because it's not only about the GLP-1s, right? Like there's value in a lot of the information. So
yeah,
I force it down everyone's
throat. Well, now you really got it because you're on an episode.
Right?
Like we get a lot of play out of our lives. Like our people who do audio, they have to come here to get the lives. We don't do the lives on audio. So we get a lot of play out of our lives. Like people who can't come and be here in person. So you're on an episode now. Thank you so much for sharing your story. Like it means so much to us. And you know, I say all the time, like I'm glad that people are continuing to like evangelize the podcast, because if anybody knows me, anybody knows the girls, like we really just want to help people. Like you can't wake up one day and take a medicine, have it change your life, and then start becoming this person that you always were, but you couldn't be because you were sick, and not want to shout about it and evangelize it every day. That's why we talk about it on TikTok. Yeah. Like even our friends that are wallflowers, you know, and they don't want to make videos, you know, they're not there yet. They come to our lives and they say all the things because they have to talk about it, and they need to talk about it in safe spaces, you know? And I just keep thinking, like, think about all those people that we could help if they just knew, you know, like so much stuff is here. We're on season 2. This is season 2, you know, and I've already planned through October. Like there's just constant things to talk about, you know? And so like, I keep saying, if just one person will write about the podcast, it's all we need. Just like one decently sized publication. Hey, did you hear this on the Plus Sides podcast? Yes, you did. Come here and hang out with us. It's free. Like it doesn't cost you anything, you know? You know, but and it bothers me. Every day I wake up, I'm like, there's so many people that don't know. And it's so easy to like get bogged down with that and think, what are we doing? What are we doing?
I'd like to listen to it on our
But guys, we have like 6,000 people that listen or watch us every week. And that's a lot of people, you know, and I'm trying to be like, it's growing naturally, you know, but I just wish we could help more people. And nobody will write about it because it's so positive.
Look,
you know,
we will.
Yeah. We just need one bleeding heart, delicious millennial, or what do you call the really young ones now? Gen Z. What do you call them?
Gen Z. I think it's Gen Z.
Gen Zers that just like know we're trying, you know, and write about it. Just one. Just need one.
I think once the narrative shifts, right?
Will it though? I feel like we're part of shifting it, and no one wants to talk about it.
It's happening, Kim.
Yeah, I think that once it shifts, because it will, you know, I think that, because nobody wants to write, like, we haven't really heard the benefits, right? Like before, it's always they're like demonizing it and everything, you know?
Yes. So, well, now they're demonizing laxatives. You know why? It's all the GLP-1 fat people's fault. Like, you know, it's like,
crap. I can see it now.
Yeah.
You're taking all the laxatives. No one can poop because of you people.
Well, and then like, did you guys see Dave's video? I was trying to duet it, but his lips wouldn't sync. So I have to go back and try again. I don't know why. Like we were having internet problems today, but Dave's video where he was talking about how he's seeing so many people post about retatrutide and that they're posting about like basically like he's calling it bootleg, but like, you know, fake, right? Whatever it is. And they're saying that it's retatrutide. Well, it's not. Retatrutide is in trials. It's not even a thing yet. Like Mounjaro is a thing. You know, like it's gone through all, like we're just waiting for the additional indication to be approved. Like the people don't know that. They go and they hear the news and they don't hear a podcast like ours. They're on TikTok or whatever. And they're like, oh, let me go and try this new thing. And this is, and they're going to be taking something that's research grade that they shouldn't be taking, you know? And it's like, it's terrifying. Y'all, if you see that video of Dave's, duet it, share it, something, because nobody's going to look out for our community but us. And I hate that that's the way that it is, but it is, you know? But the good news is there is a shit ton of us. I mean, 40% of America, 40%, that's almost half. That's a lot of people. If you get together, you can make change happen. And that's why we talk about, this is not just a conversation. This is a movement. You know, that's what we're trying to do here. It's a movement. It's not just like it's TikTok, it's Plus Sides, it's everything. It's us all just continuing to talk about it and keep the conversation going, you know? Anyway, that was my hallelujah moment. Y'all know how I get. Hallelujah.
That's it. Let's do it, Kim. And you know how I do it.
You know how I do.
Yeah.
Speaking of how I do, see this right here? You can get $10 off. And then a portion of the sales goes to the Plus Sides.
This goes to the Plus Sides too.
That's right. You can do it. If you go to our website. Ooh, I should link it in our website. I should link on our website. I don't have it there. I will.
You know what? You're already hooked to Etsy. The link to the Manjaro.
Yeah.
This one.
Into the Manjaro. Yeah, if you're already on Etsy,
I can stop it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sabrina, you're in Chicago. You understand.
It's my favorite. I love when you say it.
I do too. I love it too. Like I tease her about it. But when she calls it Manjaro because she's trying to not, it bothers me. I like when she calls it Manjaro. I like it. That's the way I like it. I like
Eli
it.
Lily hates me.
You know that girl on that podcast saying Manjaro? That's not what it is.
Manjaro. I love it. It's my favorite.
Hey, honey, you had that Manjaro.
Well, you know. I love it. Keep doing it every time. I'm gonna, and every time she does it,
I try not to. I'll say Manjaro.
No, I like it, and you do. And when you do, it's weird. Stop. Be yourself.
Manjaro. I just had a crown, and I'm like, it's in the store back there. Manjaro.
Oh, Manjaro. All right. Anyway, okay, cool. So we're kind of at the end. Oh, you know what we have to do at the end? We have to do bean footage. So if you're still hanging with us, bless you, bless you,
bless you,
and
real good.
Bless you. And here's some bean footage. Beautiful. All right. One more thing before we go, and then we're going to go. I swear we're gonna. One more thing before we go. For all of you that hung around, we have scheduled an episode that is a roundtable with several people in the community that have opinions about Oprah and the episode that she has coming out on the 20th about
my birthday.
Basically. Oh, you're a 20th? Are you a 20th? So is my bestie. Oh my God, I love it. Anyway, that makes sense. Anyway, but yes, so we're gonna have a roundtable about it. Several people in the community are gonna be a part of it. Lee is gonna be a part of it, who actually was on the Oprah show that day. And we're gonna process, because that's what we do here.
Yeah.
And we will never entertain anyone saying anything about child trafficking or anything like that. We're not going to, no. I'm not going to tolerate the Maui thing either. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We are going to talk about the facts, and then we're going to talk about how we feel about the facts. Yes. So y'all make sure. So that's going to be, we're going to do a live. So I've decided, I've been batting it around a lot. We're going to do it live. So it will be here, and it will be on the 28th at 7:00. So that's September 28th. So about 8 days after. Plenty of time for everybody to watch, process, because I'm sure we'll be doing it on TikTok. We're all going to be processing.
Hey, Katarina in Minneapolis.
Yes. Hey, Katarina. Yes.
Hold on.
Yeah, go.
Minneapolis.
What was that?
Yes. Dude.
Janet Jackson's Escapade.
Yes.
They do.
Oh my God, Kat. You know
Minneapolis. And I'm there once a year for this little guy.
For what guy? That guy?
Him.
You go to Minneapolis
every year. It's the land of Prince.
Is it? I don't even know.
Ever since Prince died, it's been weird. Yes.
And that's true.
Why didn't you show us that shirt?
Ever since Prince and Kobe Bryant.
Ever since Prince died, shit's been weird.
I love it.
That's true.
I got
It is
this
true.
book. This book
What does
says
it
none
say?
of this would have happened if Prince were alive.
Oh,
I gotta read. I do. Did not go to Minneapolis this year because I went to Nice, France, where this movie was filmed in. I have a healthy obsession. It's okay. You know.
Would we call it? I'm gonna go with healthy.
it is healthy. It is.
I didn't just go to Nice for the thing. I went to Nice because
I would say that it is a solid obsession, and that it does not get in the way of life negatively.
Does not.
You know, kind of like Judy Blue Jeans. I definitely have transfer
You got your
addiction.
duty
It's a thing.
blues.
Duty blues for me.
Miniature man.
Duty blues.
Nothing compares. Nothing compares to you.
And I bet
Caught it. I never catch it, but I caught it that time.
my childhood
Sinead
BFF
O'Connor.
also lives in Minneapolis, so I get to stay there
Broken
with her.
heart, parrot head. Oh, Rhea.
Oh,
That's sad.
No.
Parrot head. It's like Jimmy Buffett, right? Isn't that
Yeah.
Parrot head?
Oh, yeah. See,
Jimmy
parrot.
Buffett.
How did you miss that and I caught it? What's happening to the world? What's happening?
Because I was in Prince mode. I'm sorry. It's just
Jimmy
I
Buffett.
do get it. It's
We got to go because we already wrote the bean footage and that was
All
supposed to be
right.
the ending. So listen, friends that
and
are still
ID.
here, bless you. 28th, 7 p.m., Oprah Roundtable, post-Oprah show. So
and Atlanta meetup.
Yep,
It's
that's
coming.
gonna. Do we want to say the date yet?
It's
Do we want to say the
coming.
date yet? We think it's gonna be. We're ishing it. We're
Let's build on
ishing it.
that.
So let's just. We think it's the 11th of
November-ish.
November, but we're ishing it. We're like, it will be before Thanksgiving and
The
before
11th.
Christmas. But we're shooting for the 11th. We got to get our sponsors, y'all. We need Monte's to do this. So
Yeah.
we got a lot of hustling to do. But it might be cool to
good.
let the community contribute and like have ideas of like what we should have at the event. That might be fun. Like it'd be cool. I think if we have maybe like we could invite someone like Dr. Contessa to come and speak. Maybe Dr. Angelina could come and speak. You know, that might be kind of cool.
That'd be nice.
Yeah. Yeah, that may be cool.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what are the plus sides? We do
And the
bring
AT
doctors
alien
to
can
educate.
come and
Yeah. Yes. AT alien will come and speak. Yes, you can have the floor. Unfiltered, uncut, AT alien. Because you are part of the crew. All right, we should go now. It's been crazy. All right, it's been 2 hours. It's been super fun. All right, everybody. Thank you so much, Sabrina, for coming and sharing your story. Thank you, community, for showing up and be here with us and staying around and hanging out for 2 hours while we run on. So hopefully you feel a little less alone because you're not alone and it's not your fault. Nope. And we will see you next week. Hasta la pasta.
Bye, friends.
Bye.